I'm running out of time, every day goes by so fast. And every moment counts, baby, I don't wanna miss a thing. We can sleep under the stars, we can sleep under the stars, or hang out in hotel bars, driving somewhere in your car. We can sleep under the stars, we can sleep under the stars, under the stars. Take my hand, and we don't need to do the things we don't want to do.
with the new Alienware M15R6, available on alienware.co.in. Experience smooth, high-speed gaming action with powerful performance and uninterrupted play. Enjoy software and warranty upgrades, exclusive offers and benefits with no-cost shipping. Ready to game like never before? Get it all on alienware.co.in.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Dell Futurist Gaming Valorant, powered by Alienware in association with Team Liquid. It's going to be your boy Aggressive, joined by the ass of the singing Kirito himself. And hey, it's a brand new day, and it's a brand new start to the Dell Futurist Gaming. I'm really excited for this one, but at the same time, I'm literally saying this to be a brand new start to the Dell Futurist Gaming, but honestly speaking, we're right at the very end. The finish line is right around the corner, and it's just 3 more teams left to go. And from the 3 more teams, 2 of them are going to be duking it out today to get their chance here to go up against Weird Esports on the grand finals. And hey, which are the teams that are going to be saying? It's going to be Godparticles and Team Optimistic. These 2 squads, they fought through the thickest of things. These are the 2 juggernauts that are left. In the sense that, yeah, Godparticles, they're the juggernaut. They're a tier 1 team. But Team Optimistic, I was surprised when I initially saw them. God and his squad, they were tearing up the entire server when it came up to their own match. And now that they're here, having taken down a juggernaut themselves, being M42, you know for a fact that they beat Business and Godparticles, they're probably going to be shaking in their boots.
Yeah, Team Optimistic. You can basically call them the Kingslayers now. They've taken down teams that are way above their prey grade, that we did not expect them to even stand a chance against. But here they are in the semifinals, taking on a team like Godparticles. And if they are able to beat them today, they're going to be in the grand finals. And they have made a statement that, all right, we're a team, we're a new team, and we're out here taking on these old dogs. So it's going to be an absolutely insane banger of a match. It is going to be a best of 3 series. We're hoping for the best Valorant action out there, because at this stage of the tournament, the stakes are as high as it ever can be. We're talking about the prizes of 1.5 lakhs of a prize pool. And we also have, obviously, the prize that we've all been hyping up all time long, the one-on-one mentoring session with players from Team Liquid's Valorant team. It's an absolutely insane prize. And also, we obviously have the tours of the Alienware facilities and some exclusive merchandise from Team Liquid. But that being said, the stakes, they are high as ever. They're as high as the moon and the sun right now. And these teams, they want to give it their all 100% for this matchup. And considering this is the semifinals, I bet both Godparticles and Team Optimistic, they're going to be looking at each other, not underestimating any of them, and just going in with the best they can do. But with that said, let's go into the map veto, check out which maps we actually have for today. It is a best of 3, and hopefully all 3 of the maps are going to be insane. I have the map veto. I have the veto list here right for everything. The first match is on Ascent. And
Very
the second
uncommon pickup.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, overall, this whole 3 maps are very uncommon. We haven't seen this combination coming in almost ever. The second map being on Breeze and the third on Bind. So we're gonna see some Breeze action today, which is definitely gonna be a part of the highlight. But first of all, we have Ascent picked by Optimistic, and it's gonna be Godparticles in the first half defending. So we haven't seen Optimistic on Ascent for now, have we?
Optimistic on Ascent, no. But at the same time, this is a very comfort-based map. But the thing is, Kirito, do you want to face off against Godparticles on Haven? I don't really think so. It's better to take your chances on Haven, a map where Godparticles, they don't have the best of showings, and there is a possibility that you can take them over. Because whenever I talk about the map of Ascent, this is the most textbook Valorant map. This is the map we've been playing since you started your days in Valorant. Like, as soon as you stepped on the server, trying to become a professional player, it was always Ascent that you're looking to master through and through, top to bottom. So both of these teams, they're going to be very prominent on the map of Ascent and very proficient. So in that sense, Optimistic picking up Ascent is not a bad idea, because going up against Godparticles on Haven, yeah, that's not supposed to happen. Plus, in addition to that, a little bit more information of how the veto went out. It was a ban on Split and Haven being done on the second rolls of bans. For example, the first 2 bans were Fracture and Icebox, and then immediately it was it was the pickups of Ascent and Breeze. And it was the ban of Haven from Godparticles. You kind of question, is Godparticles really afraid of Optimistic on the map of Haven? And in that sense, them banning this one out, I believe as though it could be a tactic to try and throw Optimistic off their game, or God Particles, they were just not feeling Haven today because Haven is one of their best maps. And to pick up Breeze, I don't know how I feel because the chances of God Particles being able to take this one is a little bit low when you consider their track record on all of these different maps. Breeze, not really one of their best. Yes, they're really good regardless, but it could be better. They're not something like Velocity that can just put Breeze on the back of their pockets and just whip it out and be like, hey, you activated my trap card when they're stuck in a pretty secure situation. That's not the case here. Team Optimistic, they have a really strong chance of being able to take this 2-0. If they're able to take map number 1, head on down over onto map number 2 with all the momentum they gained there. But if God Particles are able to take map number 1, we're looking at an easy 2-0, regardless of what's going to happen.
Yeah, definitely. I expected that Haven pick to come in, maybe in place of Breeze, maybe even in place of Ascent, if I might say. But it's being banned by God Particles, which I have to
On the
feel like is a
second wave,
tactic. Yeah, I mean, I feel like it has to be a tactic for them because we saw in the last match, Optimistic beat M42 on the map of Haven, and we were all M42 that match. We were like, okay, they got this. It's over. It's match GT, go next, whatever. Optimistic are out here and they're just dominating a very strong team there. And I think God Particles took notice because they're that team. They definitely love to review the VODs. They definitely love to check out all the teams in the competition. And Team Optimistic coming all the way out here, beating M42 in quarterfinals, they have definitely grabbed up the big boys' attention. And the big boys are like, okay, Haven, we should not be messing with that. They definitely panned it out as soon as they had the opportunity. And they picked Greece. And I'm not sure. We haven't really seen the performance of Optimistic on either Ascent or Breeze.
yeah, that's
And
true.
I'm really interested to see what they come up with. Those are two very different maps and demand very different requirements from either players or teams. So it's gonna be requiring a lot of diversity and improvisation for both sides. Obviously, I feel like God Particle they've got that part down. Even if Breeze might not be their best map, doesn't really matter. They are a team that can improve on the fly. But the thing is, can the side of Team Optimistic do that? Because at this stage, you really need to be able to pull that off. If you want to be running with the big boys, you have to be able to change up your plans, change up your strats on the fly. Because Valorant, things just keep evolving in a matter of seconds. A single frag, you take a single ounce of damage, people are falling back. That changes the whole pace of the game. You need to make sure you have that ability to make decisions as soon as possible and keep your team on the same page while doing that. Because 5 people on a server and you're making these decisions, you're making changes and plans. That happens like 3 or 4 times in a single round. Like, okay, this has happened. You make a good decision based on that, and you change the plan or the flow of the game. So having 5 people have that same mentality, walk down the same
Yep.
road side by side, it's difficult. But Team Optimistic, as we said, we saw great chemistry from them on the last match, and it feels like they've been playing together for a while. So hopefully they're going to be able to pull it off. And they're gonna need that chemistry. They're gonna need that gunfight. Everything needs to be on point today if they want to take down a team like God Particles. I mean, that's just the standard right now. This isn't any normal tournament. We're talking a mentoring session that can probably
Yep.
change the whole course of your esports career. This is
Yeah.
absolutely huge, and props to Alienware for bringing this to us, aggressive, because this is an opportunity these teams definitely do not want to miss out because everyone is out here to win. Everyone is out here to be like, oh, I want to be the top team, not just in this local region, in the whole world. And
Yep.
that lesson from one of the greatest Valorant teams right now could just do the trick.
Yeah, they're just waiting for this one. This kind of a prize, you can't even buy it with money, man. You're getting the 1.5 lakhs as an addition. Even if you gave Team
That's not
Liquid
the main
1.5
prize.
lakhs, yeah, that's not
That's
the
not
main price anymore. Even if you gave Team Liquid 1.5 lakhs that you gave, they will never give you a coaching session. This is a once in a lifetime opportunity because these professional teams from the MEA, they're built in a much more of a different form. They are molded and shaped by the amount of history that region has. And for our region to have a chance in it, yes, we may need to go to them for support. But when they're giving that support, eventually, maybe one of these days, we're going to be the ones to take them out. The competition can just rise to that next level. That's exactly what we're here for. That's exactly what we want to watch. And thank you once again for Team Liquid and Alienware for giving us such an opportunity to present such a banger to you guys. But the thing is that now that both of these squads have picked up their maps, I really do question what exactly the composition is going to look like. We know for a fact that God Particles, they are extremely meta-based. They're the most meta-based team that I've ever seen, and they will never shift away from the meta no matter what happens. And because of that, I've been noticing that Shivi's been an absolute god tier breach player. Now, on Ascent, you know that I can like a breach, but at the same time, breach is really difficult to get a lot of value out of in comparison to the sky, primarily due to the fact that Ascent is a much more information-based map. Sky is just a way more better. You can get information from the flashes, you can get information based upon your wolf. There's so many different factors that allow the sky to be a lot more potent, especially when you consider that she has the cabbages, the seekers. The seekers allow her to be a lot more versatile in the way she wants to enter a side, the way she wants to disintegrate a push. But with Breach, there's so many different nooks and crannies that you can hide behind that even the Rolling Thunder is very unreliable from time to time.
Yeah, it's very difficult to use. I mean, breach in general, it requires a certain degree of skill that is difficult to pull off, and not all players are able to do that. But even on
Chibi,
breeze, yeah, Shivi has that, but it's gotta be a little bit nervous for him because breeze. I feel like that initiator. I mean, Sky is obviously good. You can detect the players, you can gather information, so as well. But Reach, he isn't really that information initiator, is he? He's just like,
no,
okay, uh, he kind of needs another Silver or Sky, if I'm being honest. Like, okay, where do I put the spotlight? Where do I put the flash in? Because his flashes are also kind of concentrated. You really need to, in order to really blind a person, you really need to focus that flash on the piece of cover they're standing behind. And breach, it's not like a phoenix flash, you just throw it in there. Yeah, anybody who's looking at that direction a certain amount will be flashed. No, breach flashes, you really need to focus it on a position. And so is the rest of his utilities, spot lines, the aftershock, everything is really focused. And especially after the recent buffs, breach is very much viable in those 1v1 scenarios, or like, as a solo player, you're flashing for yourself, stuff like that. But it's difficult to pull off in those team scenarios. So you definitely need another initiator there, or at least and somebody who can provide that information. I feel like that Sky and the Sova definitely might come in handy there, especially on Breeze. But the map's just so large. Breach, he really can't just cover the whole place, even with a Rolling Thunder. Even with the Rolling Thunder now being sort of widening out while it's expanding to the very end, it's very difficult to find those covers, especially when you have agents like Jetter just roaming around and just dashing away whenever they see the first sign of danger. So it's gonna be interesting to see what they come up with. Obviously, we still have zero idea what Optimistic might go for. Hopefully, they are gonna be picking something that is very much meta-centric, and we can sort of have a thought of how that might work on. But who knows? They might even end up picking Yoru. I'm just saying.
you're on the map of Ascent is something that I'm not really hoping for, is something that I really don't want to see either. Professional Europlay. Yeah, maybe our mutual friend wants to do that in a tournament setting, but I don't think no one else from here is going to do that instead. Hey, I literally used to get the call out of time for an assassination. We literally built strategies around every single execution based upon the Euro Ultimate. If he doesn't get a kill off of it, we're just dead. That's kind of how Euro goes. You invest so much resources on him that he's just not that worth it compared to any other duelist. But the thing is that maybe if they want to go in for something flashy, maybe Flex wants to pick up that Euro. You remember what happened with the M42 game on Icebox, man? They were having too much fun on the server. Flex was doing like 180s. He turned
Oh
into a
god.
Beyblade, just slapping people in the face with a couple of classic right clicks, and then even using a Vandal and an Operator sometimes to try and go for trick shots. And I'm like, bro, are you playing a tournament right now, or what is really happening? But that's kind of the momentum of Team Optimistic. They're just so happy. They're a rowdy bunch playing together. Vibey God also chiming on in from time to time. So much aggression from this squad. They know exactly how to use their utility in proper conjunction with one another. Yes, it's a little bit rough around the edges. It's not really as perfect, but the thing is, they have it, but they need to elevate it even further if they want to go up against the likes of Particles, because you have the trio, the best trio in my eyes on any team: Shivy, Knight Rider, and Scott. These three have single-handedly taken down Juggernaut throughout all of the teams that they have played in. But with the recent additions of Ember and Logista, it feels like this roster is unstoppable. They're just taking fights, they're dinking people, they're just bringing them down a notch. Doesn't matter who they're facing, whether it be Velocity, GE, or even in this case, being Optimistic. They need to be very careful the way they tread forward, otherwise it could end really badly. But I'm sorry about the small delays, ladies and gentlemen. The teams are taking a little bit longer to get ready. We're trying to sort everything out so that the teams have no problems as we move into the match. But one last question for you. statistic wise, we know for a fact that Godparticles, they have a strong track record on Ascent. But what do you think that the side of optimistic are going to be looking like moving on down the line? We don't have statistics on them, but from general feel of them playing other maps, let's say the map of Icebox, which has a little bit of a similarity to the map of Ascent, what do you think? Do they have a strong chance execution wise, or will they falter if they're not able to keep their mentality in check throughout the entire game?
Well, honestly, Icebox has a certain degree of utility involved in it, which I feel like Ascent doesn't have. Like, obviously every map has a standard amount of utility usage, but Icebox it's at such a level where it's really crucial in some cases. You need that utility to push in. So does Ascent, but I feel like it's not as much. So in that case, I feel like they'll be a little bit more free to frag out and just move in. Obviously, we have our Jets. I'm assuming Flex might take that role. We also did see Vibe playing a bit of a duelist. We might see the double duelist even come in. Who knows? It's not that bad of an option. But yeah, I really hope that they have that proper controller slash sentinel lineup coming in during the defensive half, because we have obviously Knight Rider, Loki. These guys, some of them, some of the players from Godparticles don't even play duelists or have ever played duelists, but their gunfights are just so consistent. They're one of those teams that whenever there's a 1v1 on the map, not really based on utility or stuff like that. You just run into each other. I mean, I feel like almost 60 to 50% of the time it's gonna be in favor of Godparticles because they are consistent that way. And obviously we have that same fragging potential from the side of optimistic, but it's still very untested. It's still very immature. Like immature sounds like a weird word, but it's very what do we call it? It's not been hardened up yet against they have faced tough teams like M42 before, but they need definitely some more experience on that part, and they definitely be more consistent. I love their flashy plays. I love them going out flamboyantly, walking into sight, jumping around, whatever you want to do. But that there needs to be a certain degree of playing a bit slowly against these giant juggernauts that are, and I'm pretty sure they're going to be facing more of them in the future, considering what the impact they've made on the tournament, on the scene through this whole last phase that they've had. A lot more teams will take notice. So they definitely, I want them to keep that old, crazy, flashy play style, but also want to have a certain degree of consistency in them. So we are going to see that, but we're going to see the agent selection screen coming on first. And it is going to be obviously on the side of Ascent. We see the picks coming in from the side of Godparticles. God, he's going for that raise. Astra for the Ember. Logi is going to be going for the Killjoy. Shivi is going to be on the Sova, and Knight Rider on the Jet. A double duelist composition coming in. But when I look on the right side, I mean, I called it out, but yeah, it's Vibe's just joking around. He went for the Yoru, but now he's going to be switching up to the Phoenix. Not a bad pick. LR is going to be going. LR is going to be going for the Killjoy. Astra for Kawaii. Melody is going to be locking in that Sova, and Flex is going to be going for that Jet. So we have the double duelist compositions. We have the initiators, controllers. Everything's there. And it's a pretty basic lineup, but it is tested up. It is a working and functioning composition for both these teams.
Yeah, when you do consider the lineup from the side of Team Optimistic, they're looking pretty good. They're going for the bare bones basics. They're not really going in for any form of a rocket science, and it's way better like that. You never really want to go in for rocket science plays because that's when things are just going to be falling apart. Comfort is where it's at. But at the same time, Raze being picked up. Raze versus a Phoenix. A Flash versus no Flash.
Indeed, that is a big point.
I don't know. I know Scargod, he's just incredible on that race. He can just fly into a side and just stamp people out of existence, but a Phoenix just adds such a different level of utility that if Vibe is able to get proper value out of it, things are just going to look beautiful, especially when you consider that, yeah, maybe Scargod gets a kill on the Vibe, maybe he shuts him down, but remember what's on the other side. It's gonna be Kawaii. You gotta remember that Kawaii with a Sheriff alone was able to take out so many people, but at the same time, Flex, well then, I guess it works. Just Assert's gonna be the one to take him out.
Well, first frag already down on this series. What an exciting start. We already have Ember out of the equation, so does Flex, but not before getting a frag though. So that's gonna be pretty important for either sides. We do see the pistol round beginning already, and Knight Rider, he wants to peek that top mid position. Information from his teammate is there that there is a player there, that being Vibe. He is aggressive. He's actually walking down the catwalk. It's a very bold move, considering the Knight Rider knows he's there and he's gonna miss the shots, but lands one in the end. That was a bit scary, but he's gonna be able to get the shot in regardless. So his team is still on that advantage man count wise 4 versus 3 scenario, but they have gathered outside A. So much utility is there. Hellar, he will give away information that there are players in that main, and there's a player coming down catwalk as well. Scargod, is he gonna go flank? No, he isn't. He's going to 3. But Logi, they don't really need that support now. Logi is all that they need. Triple kill for the man. And it's all onto Kawhi. 18 HP. He's gonna get naded. He's gonna be pushed back all the way to Wine. Can he land one? No, Knight Rider is gonna seal it away. It's gonna be a 1-0 scoreline. Pistol around in favor of Godparticles. They're gonna be going on to those buys.
It's kind of expected right off the get-go. Not too much map control being established by Optimistic. They're taking it really slow. They already lost out on one of their players on a very over-ambitious push from Flex. He was standing inside of the gravity well, by the way. Otherwise, he would have probably not died to that turret. The vulnerable came in. He's just getting shot from multiple different angles, and there's no way he can live through that. 1-0. And in this buy round, I personally do believe that Knight Rider is not going to be picking everything up. He's just going to wait. He's going to save up his money so that he picks himself up an operator.
Wasn't needed.
Knight Rider doesn't even need it. He's got that pocket operator in his hand, and Ember, he's got another Spectre to boot.
The weapons difference definitely making an impact. Scargod with one more onto Hellart. Flex with finally getting a frag for his team.
Oh, dude, he's not even gonna expect it. Knight Rider, he's hungry for it. Oh,
Flex with one more onto. Okay, he knows that there's a player there. Onto B main. Shivy. Shoulders are showing. He's gonna go for the shot. Shock darts are not gonna connect. Rather, he's gonna damage himself. Meanwhile, Vibey, again with that ambitious push. Logi's gonna be holding this. You really need to check that angle. Flex. Is this an ace clutch for him? I think it is. I mean,
this is an ace clutch.
Yeah, he's only got a Sheriff, 82 HP to work with, a couple of smokes. We'll get a dash if he lands one more shot. That might be Ember.
Just a body shot. Come on. You can do it. 50 damage to the body. He's looking for it.
He knows.
Yeah,
Ember knows.
Ember knows. He's not taking a risk against that, Sheriff. Swinging out. It's going to be a kill, possibly. Shot through the wall. But he's still not going to be able to survive for long. Maybe good for one, but Logista's not going to be giving anything to him. Logi, he's just too good to be true. 2-0, but a pretty costly round, I would say. But at the same time, not really a successful eco round either for the side of the attackers, because you know this. I always talk about the plan being the first thing that you want to go in for when you're on the side of attack and you're ecoing. If you don't get a plan, doesn't really matter even if you get like 4 kills, because yeah, you yourself got the 4 kills, but what about the rest of your team? They have nothing to work.
Dropping that spike down in the site will definitely grant you sweet 100 credits each player. And that might come out huge when buying utilities and armor. We're gonna see Knight Rider picking up that operator, dabbing. Oh my, okay, calm down. Hello. Okay, yeah,
no
you deserve that. You deserve that. That is fine, man. Come on. Flex is gonna get the frag. You just don't walk out like that. W key, no shift. That is big boy moves. He's gonna look out. That's gonna cost him his life.
Man.
That is gonna cost him his life. His operator will be picked up by Scargod. His team did everything they could to provide cover for him. Didn't really work out. Logi's gonna peek out.
He asserted dominance. At least he asserted dominance, so it's fine.
Oh yeah.
Like, you know, like I give you the call out, like wait, wait, give me a second. Let me just swing from mid. I'm gonna assert my dominance. It's either I die there or I just get like 1 kill and possibly die as well right after.
It's a gamble always, but this time the gamble.
You gotta leave a message, man.
It's sort of paid off. It's sort of paid off, but yeah, I mean.
Yeah, they get the Sova. It's pretty good.
It depends on the impact. Did the side of Optimistic are like, okay, we should not mess with this man. Oh, Scargod with operator. He's just not as accurate with it. He's gonna missing the headshots. The Phoenix flames are gonna come.
30 seconds left.
He's confused.
He put the satchel there but didn't press the thing. I don't know what happened, but yeah, A side is opened up. Ember's the only one holding. Rest of the 2 players are gonna be in CT in the B side. Vibey's gonna take care of Ember, so will Hellar onto Chibi. They have information now that there is nobody in that A side. He's gonna be walking in through CT to get that spike down. Yeah, there we go. Logi is gonna be going down and trying to make something happen. Picks up a Bulldog with only 70 HP. Very much within the 2-shot region. He's going to be walking down the tree. Trying to find any frags is going to be huge. Because again, this is a buy round for the side of Mystic. And their money will be damaged regardless.
We just like call this one off. Logi, he's gonna be good for 1 kill, but trying to be good for another one's gonna be pretty difficult for him. Can't possibly save that operator, and Logi made a run for it. He got the operator. It's gone. It's gone. He's no longer gonna be here. This is the plan. This was the only thing that he wanted. They effed up here, man. Oh no, Logi's gonna get good for 1 kill.
like
Plus, he's gonna be able
this.
to shut down another one. He still have 1 more bullet to go, but he's not gonna be risking it. He knows he needs to save this off. Logi. Oh my god, this guy's such a massive brain. He just runs out, takes out Hellora, and he's like, oh wait, there's an operator on A short. I'm gone, boys. I'm running for it. And he's gonna be able to get it. Oh my god, Logi.
As soon as he
Absolute
picked up that
Chad.
operator, I'm pretty sure in his background the Mission Impossible theme started playing. He's like,
Yes.
oh, I'm out of here.
Yeah, I'm out of here, boys. I'm gonna be going to the next side of the planet. You're never gonna be able to find me. And to add on to that, he also got another kill onto Vibey. So Vibey's being forced
Yeah.
onto a Spectre. Just look at their buys. They pretty much are done and dusted.
Economy isn't looking good. Next round starting off with the Vibey on that run it back, trying to find a frag on Scargod will fail, but allows the dash to come in from the flex. Ember through the smoke. He's gonna get a frag onto Vibey. Shockdarts are gonna come in from Melody to try and deny any entry. So will Shiv. He sends the Shockdarts flying, missing the Blaze round on the flex. The operator won't miss though. Shockdarts are gonna come in. Not sure if they connected on anybody, but defender killjoy out there from the side of Godparticles. Hellar is the only one outside side. The rest of his team, they have to push out. The shot comes in from Knight Rider onto Melody. Hellar and Kawhi, they're out here. Jazz hands on Kawhi. He's gonna be detained for some while out of the fight. Will they stick to the defuse or they just go for the frags? Hellar lines them up. Gets a third. Okay, gets a third
Okay,
frag.
never
Needs to get
mind,
an ace
maybe.
touch over here. Oh, almost found the killjoy, Logi. They're sticking it. He's going for the
Not
pick,
against
but,
Knight Rider. Not against
needed
Knight
to get
Rider.
that frag. He needed to get that frag onto Logi while he was running up, but ran out of bullets. Really close attempt. But yeah, just not working out. Economy is sort of hurt, but I think they can recover from it. No, actually, it took out a big dent. Yeah, Godparticles losing 3 players. That's going to be huge on them.
Very huge for them. Yeah, they're being forced onto a couple of their pretty bad buys. But in the last round, you wouldn't expect this to be this bad. Logista, he was right around the corner. He was able to go in for the skill, but you have to give it to LRR to squeeze out as much value out of these rounds as he possibly can. Looking at the players, though, from Optimistic, you don't really expect them to go in for pushes like that, not that quickly. They need to try and bait out a little bit of the utility, because when you consider Logista as a player, his utility setup is just very strong. He knows exactly how to set up. He knows exactly how to stop the run it backs. And the best thing about Logista as a player is that he consistently switches up his setup. If there is an ultimate on the enemy team, for example, a Killjoy lockdown, maybe a Phoenix, run it back, he switches up his setup accordingly to where the Phoenix will want to push. He doesn't go in for the same setup over and over again. And because of this, Logista's one of the most incredible killjoys that I have seen be able to adapt on the fly like this. But Flex, did you just dash forward with your Vandal on B main? Oh, that's a freebie. That's a freebie from Knight Rider.
Logi,
Placing swarm grenade out.
he's under a lot of pressure, the Catwalk region now. Molly comes in, so will the Flash. He's gonna be completely blind. They're gonna be swinging him. Pre-fire comes in. Vibey's gonna get that frag. Ember with the trade. He's gonna go in again. Gets another one. Spots out the player in Link. And allows his teammates to aggressively push in. Knight Rider goes for the shot in, but
One
misses.
enemy remaining.
And it's all on to Kawhi, who's not gonna stand a chance at all. There we go. The frag coming in. And 4-1's gonna be the scoreline.
You gotta remember that Kawhi day before yesterday, he was an absolute beast on that Shiro. How many times did he take out M42? I think we lost count.
One enemy remaining.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, they have that ability to play really well on the eco rounds, but they just need to make it count right now. They need to make it count in the rounds where the side of Godparticles, they have to get these frags. They have to have at least 3 to 4 players alive. And they're just not finding those rounds just yet. They are, I mean, they've had the bad start that is causing a lot of problems for them. Here we see Knight Rider's operator will remain hidden, but he's gonna go for the peak. Misses though. Lockdown coming in from the attackers, that being Hellar. Peak coming in from Knight Rider. I thought he lined them up, but Flex quick trade onto him. Kawhi will fall, but so will Knight Rider. The dash comes in, dodging those concussions, but has no gun in hand. Ember was gonna get that frag. No mind if I do. Triple kill for him. He's gonna be utility. I mean, utility has been thrown at him, and that was so much utility when I messed up. But Bomb plan going down from Melody. 3 versus 3 retake. What's gonna happen? Logi pushing down tree. Will he find this frag onto Hellar? Hellar dying.
Well,
Gets a frag before
nice
dying.
shot.
Melody's
Dude, Melody
low,
though, he's on very low HP. This is not how it's supposed to go. They're gonna be doubling up. It's gonna be a good kill from Scargod, but no, Scargod! He's not gonna be able to find it, but still on towards the back end. It's gonna be Shimmy being able to find one more for himself. They have to end the IGL! There's a reason why he's known as the IGL of this team. He just knows how to clutch it all up. 5-1 on the scorecard, ladies and gentlemen. And Vibey, he just panicked under the pressure. There was no need for that swing. But Vibey, he thought that maybe if I just catch him when he's running out, the timing was not in his favor. And Shivy with this crosshair placement, and of course his beautiful spray control is going to be the one to take it all away. 5-1 on the scorecard, ladies and gentlemen. And the first initial map, the map picked up by Optimistic. It's not looking that good.
Definitely isn't. This is their own map pick, and they want to make sure they have that win coming. And I said this every time. Having that first win on a BO3 is very important, and I mean, you feel it when you have it. Like when you get that win, you're like, okay, second map, you're gonna be booming with momentum. You're gonna be feeling quite comfortable. You're not gonna be going for anything stupid or
Oh my God, Flex! Please, please, no.
God, even gonna find the second one. This could be a big tricky round coming out of. They're gonna pick up some rifles, and they're gonna be able to go into the A side. They need to hurry up though. The killjoy utilities are offline, so they need to make sure they get in and set up for the post plan real quick. Melody's gonna get the spike planted. Shock darts will connect onto him. No way he can receive a heal. Flashes to slow down the heaven push as well. Drone from Shivy. Won't spot anything, but Night Rider on the flank. Why is there? He's not ready. There's no way you can beat that operator there. And here comes Scargod from the tree region. Sends a nade flying. The push coming from Hellar. He's gonna try and push in. Flex with the frag on the Night Rider. The flank is eliminated. Hellar also taking care of Scargod. And Shivy being the only one alive. This time he's not gonna try and go for the clutch. This time he's gonna try and fall back. Maybe get some exit frags. Economy is still quite low for the side of Optimistic. This was a 50 round. But the money will be quite decent regardless.
He's making a run for it. Shimmy's gonna be good for one kill, and he's gonna be able to save his gun. Being pretty much uncontested, there's nothing that they can do about it. But Shimmy, you're not seeing bullets. He could have put in another kill for himself. That would have been massive for his side. But I guess it's fine. That's just eco damage at the end of the day, but still eco damage is pretty good when your opponent was on a pretty hefty loss streak bonus for the last couple of rounds. 3 consecutive round losses. Yeah, they're running at max streak. And for them, money is not really anything. They have a lot of bank to work with. But from the other end, for Godparticles, this is their last legs. Logista doesn't even have enough to go in for a proper buy. And Logista, he could have picked up a Spectre, but I think that Logista thought he had enough money. He was going to go in for a buy. Or he's probably going to bait his teammates get their gun instead. Just like you.
That never happens. And
yes,
we're gonna see the run it back coming in. Vibey will be taken down. Ember will be brought on to low HP, 11 to be specific. Logi closing the door and breaking it, making the postman much more difficult. Rotation is here. All 5 players from Godparticles are here. I think they realize their mistake and think they're trying to rotate back quick. Flex barely surviving with his life. The nade could have done way more damage onto him. The Cosmic Divide will provide some cover, I guess. It's I mean, not really helping any of them out, just sort of delayed the push towards A. But yeah, the rotation is done. Now, Godparticles, they're a bit confused if the push will come to the side of B. Some noise is being made. The spike is here. There are 4 players trying to enter into B. But you got to keep in mind, Night Rider, he's holding on from the site. He could do some serious damage. Here comes the lockdown. And they have to be reading this. They have to be sure that they are going to be pushing into B. They don't want to rotate too early. Considering you also have a player watching that flank, watching that mid area. Here comes the recons to gather information. Night Rider, he's just gaining all the info he can. Just getting ready for the fight he's about to take. Good start. Frag on to Vibey. Shotguns will be coming in, bringing him down a little bit low on HP. Tries to find one more, won't be successful. Hellar gets the trade in. Flex as well with that operator. Finds one more frag. He's being pushed though. Oh, Logi. Logista with the frag onto Flex. Wallbang comes in. Oh, does...
Gives him a little bit of a haircut, man. Gives him a little bit of a haircut. It's like just a little bit of a snippet. Just a snippet of the top.
Oh, that could have been more than a snippet there. He's going to be falling down. 3 versus 3. Same agents on either side. Here comes the recon to gather information. Hellar will be destroying that. Here comes the double peak. Melody, they're all gonna get these frags. It's all into Loki. What can he do? He's getting fired from all sides, and each of them are gonna pick up a frag. Together they defend this bomb, picking up some guns as well, and getting closer to the equalization. It's gonna be 5-3 scoreline. It's still in favor of Godparticles, but the economy is gonna be slowly, being in a pretty dangerous scenario. They might have to eco this one. If they do eco, it's gonna be a 4-5. Still in their favor, but one away from that equalization. So, yeah, big rounds coming in.
This is not how it's supposed to go. This is not how it's supposed to make it all happen. But
Wait. Look at this. Look at this.
This. Oh, he's not gonna be able to do it in time. Just wanted to get a beautiful off angle, but
He's
a little bit. He's out here playing Minecraft for sure, but still, hey. He's not gonna be Bob the Builder today. It's gonna be something different. He's gonna be Legista the Sentinel. But ooh, Knight Rider. He's playing a completely different game out here. He's using the operator in the form of a marshal. Today, his operator is gonna be rated in true. Beautiful job from him and a possible thrifty round on the cards. Not even a possible thrifty round. This is a guaranteed thrifty round. Knight Rider with a triple kill on that marshal, man. Ooh, he's just so clean. He's just so sexy with it. 6-3 on the scorecard, ladies and gentlemen. And Knight Rider, he single-handedly made this round be pretty much uncontested.
Yeah, with that Marshall finding 3 frags, and this is a good tactic coming out from the side of Optimistic, putting the timer out immediately after that round, because they know that after that round, Knight Rider, he has to be feeling good. The side of Godparticles, they have to be feeling good, and they're going to be like, okay, no, let's not get too excited. Let's all calm down. We're going to bring the blood pressure down, bring the heartbeats down, and make sure they have a talk amongst themselves as well, because they just lost a thrifty round. They can go for another buy. Their money does allow them to do that, but again, if they lose another round, their economy is going to be at pretty much, the last stepping stone of bankruptcy. And that is something they really don't want at these really ending phases of the first half. They want to go into the second half with either equal or, a scoreline that favors them. And that's going to be difficult to pull off considering that the side of Godparticles are already on that 6. And that just suggests that there is no way they can go above that before the second half. So they want to try and get that equalization is what I'm trying to say. And in order to do that, they definitely need to make sure they have the best game plan ready, make sure everybody's on the same page. Because this is a big round coming in. And speaking of big round, Melody, he's going to pick up the big gun. The gun that we all hate to love and love to hate. Or, I don't know, you just hate.
It's just, hey, that's your favorite gun, not mine.
Hey, I don't even know how to use it.
But you'd still want to use it most of the time.
I don't. Dude,
Yes,
you're literally making stuff up. I don't... But Knight Rider... Oh, he's
Not
gonna
making
pick
anything
up
up, though.
No, he's making it up for his team.
Oh,
Flex is gonna get a frag created immediately by Loki. He's gonna fall back into the side. Here comes the players from lane. Melody's gonna end that killing spree. 3 versus 3 scenario. And they're immediately on for the retake.
Chibi.
Oh, Chibi.
Chibi, easy kill.
Player
Okay,
standing.
never mind. LRR does find one, but that double peak was really good. LRR good for 1, but he's not gonna be good for a second. And now last person remaining inside on the side is gonna be Melody. They know for a fact that the spike's on him, and they know for sure that he's already inside of the side. Plan's gonna go down. Jimmy's gonna place a recon bolt. Knows exactly where he is. Shock darts raiding it as well. One on the left, one on the right. Deal a good chunk of damage as well to finish it all off. Ember, he's gonna be the one to snuff out his flame. And with that, 7-3 on the scorecard, ladies and gentlemen, for Godparticles and their defensive side on Ascent. Yeah, this is a very defender-sided map, but when you do consider the raw potential of this squad, it never ceases to amaze me.
Definitely doesn't. 7-3 coming in. Now they've established they're going into the second half at a better score. And they've recovered the operator as well. So yeah, economy is going to be, not the best for the side of Optimistic. They're going to be able to get some buys in. I would suggest saving though, because most of their teammates, they aren't able to go for that buy. They can, but they're going to sacrifice some utility there. And considering you still have one more round after this, I mean, it doesn't really matter. I mean, just go for what you feel like right now. But I would suggest to go for a bit of a save. Sorry there, but they are going to go for a half buy. Kawaii on the singular Sheriff, half armor for Hellar as well. Knight Rider, as usual,
Knight Rider.
opening frag onto Vibey as well. That's
Where
going
are
to be
the smokes?
it's gonna be their only flash. Did he really walk out there? Just walk out on lane.
No, the thing is that Yeah, he just did walk out
Ah.
on lane. I have no justification for this. The thing is that he just walked out on lane, got a free kill for himself, but no one expected. The Knight Rider, he's been doing it throughout the entire day. That it's fine, honestly. The thing is that, like, how do you counter this? What do you do? Yeah,
Like
finally
that,
he got
do
the kill.
that.
No. The thing is that Melody got the
Better.
kill because he expected Knight Rider to peek that corner. But Knight Rider's been doing this so flamboyantly that can you even predict the guy? Honestly, tell me, is there any way to predict him unless you are for sure that, okay, he's going to peek this angle, I'm going to hold it like my life depends on it.
You
That's
can
exactly what
predict
Melody
it,
did.
but you can't predict where he's gonna come from or what he's gonna do.
When
It's like,
he's going to come
it's
from.
it's
That's
it's
the-
like you know it's gonna happen, but you don't know when it's gonna happen. Like that's even worse. That's even worse if I'm being honest. But Kawhi, he's gonna be able to predict Skargard coming in
30
from behind,
seconds left.
probably because he gave away too many footsteps. But doesn't really matter. 7-3 is gonna be turning into 8-3, pretty much guaranteed.
All dead?
Logista is gonna finish things off. The smoke wasn't really providing that much cover. Tried to just run inside and get the spike down. 8-3 is gonna be the
Last round
scoreline,
in
and
the
last round
half.
for the side squid. Let's take a look at the money for the side of Optimistic. Not looking good. Not looking good indeed. They are gonna be taking on with half buys or potentially force buys against a fully kitted out on form Godparticles. Like,
Look
do you
at their
even wanna
money,
take
dude.
that fight?
Just look at that money. They have so much to work with. Hey, they could even go down in the links in the description below and check out a couple of the products from Alienware. That's how much money they have. Hey, Alien products are pretty expensive, but the thing is, be from the side of the Esports Club, got you covered with a couple of discounts, so check it all out down below, because I'm pretty sure that the players of Godparticles, they're gonna be checking it all out. Skargard gets a freebie! A Knight Rider!
Spike
Even though he
down
gets
A.
flashed, he finds a kill on a Vibey! No, Knight Rider,
No,
no.
you don't
He's
get
looking
this
for
frag.
one more. If he did get that frag, dude, just
I
get him
would've
out of here
just-
on the server. No,
I would
just
just
get him out of the
leave.
server. Just get him out of the server. We don't need to be here as casters. I'm pretty sure that Knight Rider himself is going to be able to cast his own game just through his beautiful raw skin. But, Kirito,
Yeah.
there's another problem. It's 8-3. If they win here,
It
they
doesn't
get the
matter.
9-3
It doesn't
on
matter.
Ascent.
When you hit shots like that, it doesn't really matter. Knight Rider again, quick. It's like he knows he's there, and just it's just controlling the movement of the jet to such an extent. And look at how he's running around. Rest of his teammates, they're holding, they're waiting for the picks to come in. This man is just jumping around. That's gonna cost him his life. Kawhi does find a couple dink from Hilar
30 seconds
onto
left.
Shivy. They need to find one more frag here. They
Happen.
can use those utilities.
It
There we
could
go.
happen.
Skargard, they could still win this. Can they find the frag? Oh, runs on the bullets. Shivy, don't push. You're only 11 HP.
Logista's in the back. Come on, Logista. It's all up to you, Logista. He's got to be able to get it. The spike's not going to be this favorite. Logista
Spike
comes in as the
down
clutch
A.
player. Oh my god, this round was way too close for comfort. Kawhi. Ooh, dude,
Switching
triple
sides.
kill for Kawhi, and then it's going to be another play from the side of LRR. This round was way too close for comfort. God damn it, my heart was fluttering for a second.
If Chibi dies there, they win that round. They just
Yeah,
needed
they
one more bullet.
30 seconds
One
left.
more bullet. He was 11 HP. That would have done it. And they could have gotten a better scoreline. 8-4. Obviously, 9-3 has that curse power. But honestly, I mean, at this point, Knight Rider is just immune to everything. He's just walking around. It's only the first half. He's only already gotten 20 frags. I don't want to play. I should uninstall Valorant. Like, when players like this exist, why do I even play, honestly? But doesn't really matter. I'm gonna continue playing. You all know we love to hate this game, but we still play it. But
It's a love and hate relationship. It
Yeah.
do be like that sometimes.
it do be like that. It do be like this also. They're just walking down mid. Vibe's like, wait, am I hearing this right? They're all in mid. 3 players
Oh,
are in mid.
Vibey,
Melody,
the freaky, freebie kill. He's gonna be
Melody
able to get
gets
it as
one.
well.
Vibey with one more onto Ember. And here comes Vibey onto the flank. B-main does significant damage onto Shivy, but not enough to get the frag. Skargard hears him coming from behind, but trade there is there from Kawhi. Will take out Melody in the process. Logi, he's all stuck onto lane. Helar's there inside. They're both low HP.
remaining.
Kawhi with the frag on the Logi. It's all onto the Sova Shivy. He's
Big
running to A. At least get the spike plan down. That's going to be big. They could even go for a force buy off this, but
Yep,
he needs to get it down.
Chivy. Force buy on the cards. He's gonna be able to get it out. But to get out this round, I don't think that's gonna happen, especially with just a frenzy. The frenzy, you need consistently going for reloads, maybe with a ghost with the one tap potential, but even then it's super difficult.
Turret out.
Chivy, he's playing it slow, he's playing it steady, and he's playing for all of the kills that he can get. Good angle from this man. No one's gonna be clearing him, but they're gonna be clearing him right at the very end.
no,
And
no,
for
no,
old
no, 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 no.
Jimmy, he's gone. The
He's like,
doors. He's like, oh no. I can't believe you done this, Kawhi. I can't believe you done this.
Oh, they really closed the door on his hopes and dreams. He's gonna try and run away to save the
Chibi?
weapon. Will they get the frag? No.
Chibi,
We're
why
just
did you
standing there.
save?
I think if you try to leave, I think he'd be caught off guard from the flank, from the top of heaven. Maybe just
No,
like
the thing
okay.
is that saving in this situation was not worth it at all.
Oh, he could. I mean, yeah, he could have just gotten the frag. But yeah, they have some money to work with. They got the spike down. They still have a frenzy. I mean, if that's what scratches your itch, then why not? They are going to be using up no armor, though. Meanwhile, for the side of optimistic, they are looking very optimistic to win this next round. Flex. Oh, he's playing with fire. Fire being Knight Rider. He will be tagged to 45 HP though. Oh, spots where he is. Will he go for a wall bang? Come on, go for.
Oh,
imagine.
nice shot.
Oh, he tags him.
Yeah,
Oh my
nice
god,
shot.
he is tagged. Imagine if he got that headshot there. Maybe in some universe with 5B. He's also gonna spot out a player in that B lane. They're all aggressing on. Okay, they won this
They
frag.
should
Bad.
know.
They hear Knight Rider drop. Yeah, they're gonna get that frag easy. But there's one more player there. Hilar's gonna get a frag into Ember. 5B, they're just running them down.
Remaining.
Scargard gets the
Spike
trade through a
down,
nade.
B.
But from behind Chivy, needs to land that. Oh, he predicts the flash. He knows the flash. Oh, but the bait. 5B baited out a flash. That will cost him his life. But
Flex, freebie.
impressive trickery.
Sucked.
That's gonna be a freebie for him. Flex gonna be the one to come on down through to slap a couple of bullets into their skull. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, it's 9-5 on the scorecards. It's gonna be a first round loss and an eco round and an anti-eco round win as well from the side
Remaining.
of Team Optimistic. Things are looking up for them, but at the same time, not really the magic scoreline, but still the 9-6 scoreline is on the cards for them. If they can make it happen, if they're able to take this buy round away from the side of Godparticles, they have a solid chance of going in for a comeback, but not just yet. They need to elevate themselves way further because now is where the real pressure starts to build. Because after what we've seen from Knight Rider, honestly, these gun rounds, even if you have an operator on your side, feels pretty impossible.
Indeed, it does. I mean, lead has been established. Obviously, this is gonna be a bit of a bonus round, but flex. Yep, operator. Third round, no armor. Just casual things. And Scargard, he's pushed up mid as well. I mean, they have a Killjoy and Astral. Why is there a lack of utility there? I really don't know. Maybe even a player playing there should be good. Vibey, he'll be pressured down to catwalk. He's reconned, he's spotted. They know exactly where he is. They know how low he is, but they're not pushing him because his teammates
Smart
are there
idea.
to provide cover. Yeah, good idea. They have already established control all the way towards CT. You really don't need to push this. You can find an easy pick here. That might be onto the side of Melody. Melody, does he check this left
Melody's
side?
not gonna clear
Oh, the
it.
gun barrel is there. Oh!
But Scargard?
No way. No way. No
Scargard
way.
fell
I'm
asleep.
out of here.
Scargard-
I'm out of here.
Scargard fell asleep.
Take it away. Take it away. guys.
Yes,
I'm
he's gone.
done.
He's gone. Don't worry about it, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not gonna be gone anytime soon because Melody and Flex, they're gonna be able to chime on in with 2 minimal shots of their own to bring it all back out of their favor. Scargard, you fallen asleep right there. Should not have really
was he here?
happened. He was waiting for the perfect situation, but Vibey, he's in the best spot. It's gonna be Knight Rider with one. Knight Rider should be able to take down his second as well, but Vibey's gonna be the one to shut down Ember. They're just not clearing out all of the corners, and Flex, he's not gonna be missing out on his operator shots as well. That's gonna be the 9-6 scoreline, ladies and gentlemen. Sadly, not the magic number, but still, it's still gonna be working out in their favor. Comebacks can happen from this. It's the reverse. But the thing is, what really happened in that last round?
Scargard, I hope you realize you could just cost your team the round. The thing
We
just...
don't need to call him out on that, but still, man, he got caught
I know,
with his pants
I know.
down.
I mean,
he literally got caught with his pants down.
I guess, but come on, he really saw the gun barrel. It should have been a win. Okay, it happens. It happens. Everybody has those days. But oh god, just seeing it, just it's like those
Wanted to be
things
friends,
you know.
dude.
It's like though it happens, but you still hate it. It's like I know I have to go to class tomorrow, but I just hate it.
Yes, he's
Doesn't
like,
really
I
matter.
oh, I need to do this kill, and I'm like, do I need to go in for this kill? And then Melody's like, yeah.
Why are
you
we
do.
here?
Just to suffer.
Ah,
Yeah. Scar is like having a little bit of conversation with Melody, but Melody's like, oh wait, you're my enemy. I'm not supposed to have this conversation right now. Maybe we'll do it in another lifetime.
There.
maybe in another lifetime,
Here.
Valorant is gonna be a friendly negotiator simulator instead of a fighting game. But
It's a
Kawhi-
fighting game or a tactical shooter.
I mean, I
I
just
understand. I got it. Don't worry.
just a game about combat. Okay, let's get to the point. That's gonna be Melody taking down Knight Rider. That's a big frag there. Kawhi caught between a rock and a hard place. Gravitational will isolate that frag. Knows Melody's up close as well, but Melody, no amount of nades in the world can take him down. Vibey, tries to back away the way out of there. I think they should know. They definitely know that he's still stuck there. Flashes in, puts up a wall. Oh, no. Wall not the way he wanted it to happen. That's basically a pillar there.
Oh, dude, the sheriffs are gonna be the ones to sing.
Are they? Shivi's only gonna be the one to sing. He's gonna be silenced as well. So will Logi. Everybody's silenced. Eco round not working in their favor, and looks like the side of Optimistic, they're hot on the tails for a comeback. 4 rounds in a row in the second half in their favor. Byron coming out from the side of Godparticles. Possibly the only chance they have for now to deny this equalization. But if they fail at this round, though, I think 9-9 is pretty much fixed up. But again, Godparticles.
Someone say about the curse scoreline not being a thing.
I mean, it requires.
Hello.
Eh,
Kirito,
okay.
are you home? Did you find
Okay.
your Asuna anytime soon?
Nah, bro. Yeah, any Asunas in the chat, hit me up, but it doesn't matter. We're here for the matchup, okay? It doesn't really matter. Melody, sending that drone out, will gather information, spots a player in link, should know there's a player up close up as well in that cubby area. Scargod, he doesn't really care, does he? He's gonna push out Flex! Oh god, I love this guy so much. He's gonna take down Logista and also to Scargod.
God, Flex.
These Jets are on fire today. Another frag will go down in all that mids onto the side of Scargod. Shivi as well. He's taking control of that catwalk area. All the way pushed up. He really can easily go into this A side, but you have to keep in mind the side of Kawhi is still holding there. And he also has Vibey as his little cover mate, you know, like, yeah, let's watch each other's back. You watch my back, I watch your back. But Ember, who's watching your back, nobody at that. It's gonna be Melody.
Oh, we just did not shoot the man's body right at the very last second. Shivi's gonna be the one to go in for that kill. He's gonna be good for one. He's looking for another one, but he's not gonna be able to find it. Shivi instead spots out the cape and knows exactly where the head is. Shoots a couple of bullets and sends him back to his grave. 9-8 on the scorecard, ladies and gentlemen. They're looking quite strong. From a 9-3 to a 9-8, the curse scoreline is working its magic, especially when you consider that on the map of Ascent, this is where the curse scoreline was born. So you never want to doubt that.
Yeah, I mean, did you see that? You know that movie Incredibles, and there's that character who designs all the suits for the superheroes. There's a thing that she says that no superhero should wear a cape, and it's just impractical. And yeah, exactly, Sova. It's
Why are you
not
wearing a
tactical. It gives away your positioning. Imagine if your bows get caught stuck in your cape. That's gonna be a big problem.
You shock dart yourself by accident. So is this your excuse for using your shock darts and then shock darting yourself during our ranked games?
Get out of my way.
I never shocked dart. Okay, stop.
You do. Don't lie to me.
Stop. I don't. I never did. Never happened. What is happening is they're going to be falling back from that B side. Spike is still on the side of B. I think so. I mean, noise is made when you drop the spike. I don't know if they heard it or not from the side of Optimistic. They're holding on to that B. Spike will be picked up regardless. Now, Vibe is going to be swatting out that player on that A main. Knows that they're on an eco. All they've seen are Sheriffs and Spectre shots. So they shouldn't be too much worried. Except for Knight Rider, who's got those knives in his hands. Obviously, the knives have been nerfed a little bit, but doesn't really matter at the right hands. They are still super effective. But against 3 players holding on to this A site, Godparticles are going to say no to that. They're just walking away, leaving Shivi over here. He's going to be making some noise, trying to sell this fake, trying to bait out a rotation. Shock Dart does
30 seconds
eat up some
left.
armor, maybe, I don't know. But for now, rotation is being done. A lot of noise made in mid. Scargod pushing down into that B main as well. Nitrator doesn't really care about the alarm, but he's going to be walking in right in the face of
my
Flex.
God,
It's an
Flex!
operator. Oh, hello!
What?
To the
Flex,
gravitational
Flex,
well? Hello? Hellars there as well
Flex
into
sliding
another
through the
frag.
DMs,
Spike
man.
down B. 10 seconds left.
My brain is not working anymore. It's all onto Shivi. He was all alone trying to sell a fake onto A side. Might find a frag onto Kawhi. No. Kawhi doesn't even give him that satisfaction because it's gonna be a flawless round from their side. 9-9's the scoreline, and yeah, curse. Curse.
Yeah, the curse, man. But at the
Seriously.
same time, Flex is out here sliding into people's DMs using the gravitational one. Like, what was this? Knight Rider literally just looked at him for a solid 2 seconds, and he's like, yo, you slided into my DMs like that? And then Flex is like, yep, I'm gonna do that. pulls out his operator and then just slaps him in the face with a bullet.
He
And I'm
was
like,
gravitational
what?
world as well. He
dude,
was
that's
just
the
like
thing. He's like
he was just,
sliding
like,
around all over the
taking it.
place.
he was sliding. He was made of grease, just slipping around.
He was
And,
molded
I mean-
by it, man. He's like, you want to pay? You want to cause me pain? You want to use a gravity well on me? Don't really worry about it. I was molded by this gravity well. I don't need to move in the game of Valorant. What do you mean? I don't have a WASD.
He doesn't
even
have a
need
key.
it.
He doesn't even have a keyboard. The opponents move him. You know, that's his way of transportation. Every day he wakes up and there's a gravitational well placed in front of him. He activates that. It moves him a bit forward and he places one more.
kawaii.
Yeah, they just keep moving like that, you know. Step by step, he makes his way to the boot camp and starts practicing Valorant. That's just how it goes. But yeah, pause timer is gonna come in. I think it's a tactical issue. I'm not really sure, but we're gonna be taking this moment though. It's a 9-9 scoreline. Buy around for either side, aggressive. So pretty big round. Winner of this might establish a bit of a lead. Because obviously they're gonna have to go for a bit of a save run. I mean, optimistic though. They are stacked. Even if they lose this round, they're gonna be able to go for another buy. Even have the same amount of utilities they have now. So, I mean, it's all or nothing for Godparticles. They need to win this to get that lead and slowly build up their economy.
In a way, it feels like Godparticles, they feel quite tired. When you do consider that Godparticles have played through 3 best of 3s today, the fatigue is catching
Oh
up to
my
them for
God.
sure.
Oh, I feel
just
bad now.
imagine. No. You gotta imagine that Godparticles, they're feeling the fatigue, and optimistic, they're feeling the pressure as well from their own end. They should be the ones to bring it all back. They should be the ones to take it all away. But consider something. Yeah, Godparticles having a bad day, but they could be really tired. But these kind of performances is not really what you would expect. It feels like they're a little bit too slow. Maybe they just want to pull it to be a little bit better. They're esports athletes. They can make it all happen. They need to dig in deep. They need to find that energy, dude, because a chance to get coached by Team Liquid, this is something that can skyrocket Godparticles from being barely tier 1 into being an absolute juggernaut in the scene. Flex. Hey, that feels like me, you, and then Shivu. I tell Shivu, break the goddamn bot. Shivu's like, okay, I'll break the bot.
I actually thought the bot was aggro to someone else, you know, holding on to B main. It's like, okay, let me take the bot off your back, man. I got you. And it's
And it
like,
walks away.
he just flicks away and it's like the bot is coming to him. Like, okay, come on, guys.
like, Yes. And that literally feels like you, me, and Shivu. I tell Shivu, break the thing. He's like, nope, I'm not going to break the thing. But do you know what vibe he's going to break? He's going to break the skull of Scargod with a bullet.
He might
My
break more over
God.
here. He might
Yeah.
break more than just a skull. He might break the flames that is Ember. He will be spotted out by that drone. I think he is. He did go into cover, so I'm not sure if he did. But meanwhile, the rest of the players from Godparticles, 3 of them, are going to be pushing onto the B, where Flex is trained onto that entrance. He will be a bit in the open right now. Okay, playing with fire. I don't like this fallback.
30
He's trying to
seconds
avoid
left.
the smokes. He's even gonna get spotted out by the recon. I don't know what's happening. Dashing straight into the swarm nades. 103. You can use my melody to find a frag, but no, he's
Right,
gonna
just go
fail.
for
Knight
one.
Rider, meantime, takes care of the operator. Picks it up for himself. He is half HP though. Not sure if the peak needs
No,
to be coming here
why?
from Melody.
10
Why?
seconds left.
Oh, he goes unchecked. Finds one. There's a player here. Okay, finds the
Oh my
operator.
God,
Almost the third
no
of the
time.
low.
One enemy
That's
remaining.
great. He buys enough time for his teammates to come in. They don't know he's not in the site. But doesn't really matter. Time is running out. Ember, where is he? He's falling back. He just wants to keep his gun.
I can't believe you've done this.
I can't believe you've done this either. The economy. Look at their money. Oh,
That's the thing. I can't believe you've done this. This is like a complete 180. 9-3, ladies and gentlemen. Not even a
They
single
have
round
won.
won.
7 rounds in a row on their second half. Not a single round given. Not a
And
single
all of the
round.
rounds they did win were very, very dominant. 3 players were alive through all of it. Flex, he's just jumping around. He's diving left, he's diving right, and he is not stopping for even a second. But this time around, it's going to be an A-side execution being taken by all the members of Godparticles. This is their last-ditch effort. You got to remember something here, Kirito. If they lose here, it's done. They have nothing to go in for buys in the following rounds. Maybe a couple of scrappy ones, but even then, it's not looking that good. Do or die.
You are divided.
Attacker-sided
Yes,
Killjoy
man.
ultimate has been placed. It's either go big or go home, man. This is where it all begins. This is where it all ends. Oh no! Flex! Flex, you just gave Knight Rider a big kiss on the cheek, but Knight Rider's like, no homo, bro. I don't want this today.
Okay, stop.
9 and 10.
Kawhi,
It's
nice
gonna be
shot.
a 4 versus 4 situation. Kawhi's gonna have a good shot for himself, but sadly, no plan has been denied just yet. Good ultimate and a good astral divide from the back end as well to work things out for them. Shimmy! He's not gonna be cleared out of it. Oh no, 5e! 5e's in a good spot here. Maybe he's gonna be able to find something happen if he's already been taken. Cargo on the sidelines. He throws out a rose ult. The rose ult's not gonna be good. Shimmy's gonna be able to shut down another one. Shots are gonna be taken. They're going left. They're going right. They're trying to survive this, but it's just not gonna work. Kawhi's gonna be good for 1 kill, but the attackers have won out in some way, shape, or form. They just all rushed out of the wall. Oh my god, what just happened? This is the most cluster bomb of a moment of Valorant that I've ever really seen. Everyone just threw their bodies into the fray. First of all, a kiss on the cheek from Flex. Then it was a good shot from Kawhi. Then it was 2 Astro Walls just being placed straight in front. What just happened? This is Valorant or some other game.
God went to shoot that shoot the ultimate, the showstopper through the cosmic divide, but Vivi just was pushing through. He was standing midway through the wall and he just body blocked him while he had the ultimate in hand, and he just completely threw off his I don't know, that is a very minute part of the whole thing, but it's the one thing that caught my eye. But yeah, economy is revitalized for the side of Godparticles. They can move in and they can take some more aggressive fights, operate in the hands of Knight Rider. He's going to be holding onto that B main for anybody a bit too aggressive. That might be Kawhi if he wants to go for it. But yeah, probably should stay back. Again, very much lack of mid control around here. I really love how they play, but you really want to have one piece of utility there, or at least one player holding on to Market. Market is actually really important for a B push. Kawhi? Oh, I mean, that's the thing. There was nobody there. What did you expect is going to happen? Odin from Melody though will find one, spots out a second player, will damage him quite a bit, sends in a recon flying into B main to see if anybody's gonna be pushing out. But Hellar from the off angle, Vibe with the run it back, not finding their frag onto Loki. Hellar still there onto that back area of main, waiting for support. It's a 3 versus 4. They are rotating towards A, but so much utility is there. Are they gonna go? No, they're gonna be actually going back to mid. Operator not being used up. So far, it's remained hidden.
My god, Knight Rider, no!
Jumping peak. Hellar's gonna punish him for that, but Loki with the trade. Here comes Melody. Is he gonna spam out of there? Gets one onto
gets
Loki.
a kill.
And Ember somehow makes it inside. The Molly doesn't block him. He's gonna bait out Vibe. That's good, but doesn't have time. 11-10. Gets the money, but...
Oh, dude. 0.2 seconds. 0.2.
That was huge. They get the money still, but yeah, 11-10. Economy. Oh no. Yep, not good. Not good. Nah, Godparticles, they are looking at a very weird state money-wise. They don't have enough credits to go for the full buys. Meanwhile, side of Optimistic, they aren't as well. They're going to be struggling a little bit, but considering that they already have about 3,000 credits on a couple other players, the bonuses they're going to get from this round, if they don't lose out too many players, if they keep 3 players alive, they should be fine. They should be more than fine. And meanwhile, the side of Godparticles, they're going to be the opposite of fine if they don't win this. Flex,
Pressure is on.
You don't win those. You do not win those. How? How does Loki give it away? What?
My god.
Okay, Ember, he just witnessed his friends get murdered on that B main, wants to get revenge, but he has to hold on. Utility will spot him out. Flex, he's on the hunt, he's on the prowl, he's gonna try and get a headshot. He will. Scar got with a trade before that though. IB and Hellar to finish things off. Match point for Optimistic, and first map in their favor. Looks like it's gonna happen aggressive. This was their map pick.
From a 9-3 to now a 10-12.
One round. Oh my god. One round for Godparticles. And that was a messy one, in fact.
That was the most messiest round that I've ever really seen.
That was mom's spaghetti.
Hey, you don't diss your mom's spaghetti like that.
No, my mom's spaghetti is good, okay? It's not the most pleasing looking, you know, because it's homemade and stuff, but yeah.
Hey, you never diss your mom's spaghetti. You gotta remember that. Even if it looks messy, it's made with love.
It's tasty. It's tasty indeed.
Yes. But the thing is, in this situation, the spaghetti being made by Godparticles. Yeah, I don't think anyone's gonna eat that anytime soon.
Oh god,
9 and
okay,
3.
why would you say it like that? Okay,
9
yeah.
and 3, dude. 9 and 3.
Yeah.
I understand. You're just gonna chalk it off to the curse.
I know, but come on.
Like,
Why
I
9 and
understand-
3? Why isn't it 8 and 4? Why isn't it 7 and 5? Why is that the curse number?
The curse number is 9 and 3 because this is a place where all of the teams get a little bit too complacent. They're like, oh, it's a 9 and 3. We're gonna win this. Suddenly, they're like, oh, we lose out on the pistol round. Don't worry, we're gonna win out on the anti-eco. We're gonna lose out on the anti-eco, and then we're gonna win out on our buy round. Then you lose the buy round, and that's where the spiral starts. You lose out on the
That
first
can
buy round.
happen on an 8 and 4 as well. It just
No,
depends on the
no.
team
It's
mentality.
not on the 8 and 4.
Oh.
There's a reason for it because then there's a buffer to work with. Then you can take a pause, then you can reset yourself. But on a 9 and 3, once the momentum starts kicking in, people who are winning out on that 9 and 3 scoreline, that's when their momentum starts kicking in,
At
and there's
this stage-
nothing and they can stop them.
At this stage, a team like Godparticles really, it's just hard to believe stuff like that happens, and at this level where players are this calculated, where they calculate the exact milliseconds for a site take for the spike plan to happen, exact positioning of even the smallest of utilities. It's hard to believe that that kind of a
Placing
detail
smoke grenade.
it's gone to such a state that we are, you know, giving it to the curse. But for now, they're still in this. It is they definitely cannot mess up here as Knight Rider pushing down towards CT, has information on where they are, goes out the smoke. He's gonna get one onto Flex. Scargard with the follow, but Kawhi with the trade. It's still a 3 versus 4. They have to go in for the retake. They need to find an opening frag.
Yeah,
Oh,
man.
okay, Kawhi walking into the flames of his own friend. Vibey, he's gonna be sending the flash flying towards lane. Recon will give away information. Spots one player, but doesn't get the
comeback
frag.
begins.
Oh, it's gonna happen though. 4 versus 2. They've made it happen before. 4 versus 1, all onto single Astra, and he's not even gonna get a chance to shot. He's not even allowed to press the trigger button on his mouse. 12-11. They're 1 away from making it in overtime. The economy has been reestablished, and they can go for buys again. But
One enemy remaining.
oh, it's gonna be tight one, isn't it? Oh, I mean, it's just 1 round to separate these 2 teams.
This is not how it's supposed to go. This is not how this anime is supposed to be written. The hero is just about to take the win, but the villains are now right around the corner. That they're doing a 1-2 punch to try and bring it all back.
Oh, it's
11 and-
leaving the episode on a cliffhanger. That's what's happening.
Yeah, it's leaving the episode on the cliffhanger. But now
Oh.
today's gonna be the extra story. At Flex, finally his shenanigans have been put to a stop. Knight Rider, he's gonna be the one to take him out. And now without that operator player, without that dangerous peak from this man, they have the hold, they have the push, they have everything other than the catch and sink onto their side. It's 5-5 versus 4. If they want to win here, if they want to take this to an overtime, they cannot lose a single man. Take it slow, take it easy. Flex is no longer in the equation. No operator to worry about. Go towards that B side or go towards mid. Take some heavy control and then go in for your own execution because the B side is going to be quite difficult to enter, especially with the Killjoy utility holding that angle. It's all up to Knight Rider. Just 1 more kill, Knight Rider. If you find this, you win. No.
Oh my god, vibing with a flick of a lifetime. He's gonna land the headshot on it for scenario. We still have the Killjoy ultimate. And here comes Slogi. They're all gonna push in towards this B side. The lockdown is destroyed by the showstopper. Scargod is allowing his team to push into this side. Vibey coming in towards market, trying to defend it the best he can. But from the depths of the backside, Kawhi comes in and denies it. He's still alive. Here comes Vibey, but Logi's there holding onto the door, gets the frag. So does Ember, but Melody's there. A 2 versus 2 scenario. Low HP on the Astra Ember.
One
He's going for the plan, but Melody gets the frag on the Scargod.
Planted.
30 HP in a dream. Here comes Andrew Spree, but Heller denying the hopes and dreams
All that
of God.
13-11. 13-11, baby. It happened.
God. Good at
You were
tempo.
saying- You were saying, Kirito? I remember someone telling me that, yeah, it's a 9-3. Knight Rider's feeling himself. There's no way they're gonna be losing this to a curse.
Who said it? Anybody from production? Anybody on the chat? I mean, I mean, who
Hey, don't
I-
don't play Fox
guys,
about this.
guys in the chat, can you help out? Who said that? I don't really remember. You know, I have a short-term memory issue. I'm just
I'm
saying.
gonna come to your
But
house. I'm just gonna wait here on
oh
camera. I'm gonna
no
get
no
up
no
from
no
my chair. I'm gonna come to your
no.
house. I'm gonna slap you, and then we're gonna cast from the same cam. This is
Oh,
how stupid you look right now to not believe in the curse. But
uh,
hey, I'm pretty sure that after this, you're gonna believe in it, and so will all the members of God Particles. Because oh my god, the 9 and 3 curse hit a little bit too hard here. But the thing
I
is,
mean, yeah, Flex. He's just an X Factor, man.
yeah, Flex is just running around. He's doing the same thing that Knight Rider did, but he's looking a lot more stylish. Knight Rider, cool, calm, collected, very calculative. And then there's Flex. He's like, what is this? Calculator. I don't know how to press. I go. That's
Why
kind
would
of
you?
how it was. That's kind of how it was. Like, pretty much.
Oh,
He didn't even want to calculate anything. He just swung a corner. He had the feeling, and he's like, I'm just going to slap people with the operator. That's exactly what he did throughout the entire game. And the side of God Particles, they had no counter to him. He was just feeling himself way too much, just running around the entire server, just dinking people, taking them out. And then there was his B-main pushes with just a Phantom in his hand. Somehow, in some way, shape, or form, he's able to get away with so much by just pushing through smokes. The multiple times that he has just pushed through a smoke, gotten 2 kills, and gotten out of it alive without taking a single point of damage, that is not what you'd expect. Yes, I understand. God Particles, they are very, very tired from playing all the best of threes that they did do today. Like, we as casters, we get tired all the time by casting 9 hours. Imagine being the players having to do 3 best of threes in a day. But this is not how it's supposed to go. Just look at Knight Rider. He's been having a field day out here. He's been taking everyone out. He's trying for his squad, but at the same time, it felt like team play and synergy just wasn't that present. And Team Optimistic, as soon as they tasted victory, as soon as they got that 9 and 6 scoreline, the reverse magic number, that's where it all began. That's where it all ended for the side of God Particles. As soon as that hit, I expected God Particles to take a pause, but they didn't even do that. It was a 9 and 6, a 9 and 8, a 9 and 9. Where were the pauses? They needed something, but they took none of that. I can't believe you've done this. They
yeah,
needed
but
to do something here.
they needed to do something. They needed to find the synergy, and we're gonna take a look at exactly what synergy they were lacking through the match highlights, replays. We're gonna see what happened, all the plays that we should have kept our eyes on. But I gotta say, I mean, we have Knight Rider. He fragged out so well, but even I mean, it's just a support. I said at the beginning of the match, there's a consistency among the players of God Particles, and we just didn't see it today. It felt like Knight Rider was there. He's fragging as usual, but his teammates weren't on the same level. They weren't not even properly use utility. Some cases we saw some really impressive plays coming out, but those were very rare. They needed to have that consistency that I really love about them. It just wasn't there for their map. Again, this is their own map. This is their opponent's map pick, but it's Ascent. It's not like it's Icebox or Haven or Split. Even Haven people, I mean, most of the teams are familiar with it, but in Icebox, almost everybody's sorry, in Ascent, everybody should be familiar with the whole thing. So I feel like it's surprising that they are this, unfamiliar with the utilities, or I mean, not that they're unfamiliar, they weren't able to pull it off with the utilities. They weren't able to just get the frags in. So we're gonna be seeing exactly what kind of the stuff they missed and the mistakes they made, and also the good parts that are Team Optimistic's wins and everything through the match highlights. So let's take a look at those and exactly find out what happened here. Because obviously 9-3, they had the lead. I mean, why is this a thing? Why is this a thing?
Yikes.
A lot of different myths and curses in Valorant that, in general, in life, that you don't want to. Sometimes, like, when a black cat walks in front of you, you just be like, oh god, I'm cursed with bad luck throughout the entire day. This is kind of one of those different situations. Like, it just doesn't really feel that proper now, does it? It just didn't go the way that we would have expected. This is not how you would expect it to all bring it all back. Because the way that God Particles played initially as well, like Scar God just getting caught out by a satchel there, he could have done so much more, but I understand he's just really tired. He's not having the best of days here, but it's not how it ends. Not after such a massive deficit of rounds. It was a 9 and 3 to a 9 and 3. I don't know how to justify this because they just were playing sloppy. The strategy was there, but the in-game team play and coordination, it was just non-existent. Godparticles, they need to step up. They need to like shove their heads in a bucket of cold water and just be like, okay, we got this. Nothing to worry about. We got this. That's what they really need to do. Take this break, go to their bathrooms, and just shove their head in a bucket of water and then cool off their faces. That's the best wake up. That's the best wake up that you can ever do. I used to do that when I used to play professionally. Back then, I used to be doing a lot more of the European tournaments, so I needed to be really awake at like sometimes around 12, like even like 4 a.m. in the morning. So I just was telling my team, okay, I'm gonna go to the bathroom, I'm gonna shove my head in a bucket of cold water, and I'm gonna be back. And after that, you just get a refresher. Because Godparticles, they need a refresher here. Otherwise, they're just not going to be able to take this away. Because Optimistic, they not only have the momentum, they also have the energy on their side.
Indeed, they do. And I gotta say, the fast pace that they are carrying on, it's gonna make it really difficult for side of Godparticles to, counter this, because they are aggressive themselves. They have that own fast-paced gameplay and aggression, but it didn't really work out for them this round. Hopefully in the map of Breeze, they did pick that. It is a bit more open. They can move around a little more comfortably. Hopefully we might see a change in that. But again, we haven't seen Optimistic play there. And if they do, we've seen strong performances from them on Haven, Icebox, and now we've seen a pretty decent attempt at Ascent from them. Once they're feeling it, they're going to be unstoppable. And if they're good on the side of Breeze as well, this team could be the next big thing. Who knows? But we're still going to have to watch to, fully understand that.
Not looking as good as you would have hoped for. But on the map of Breeze, it should be better, right? That's the home map of Godparticles. And if they're able to take it, then yeah, we're looking at the third map. But the thing is that, will the third map be even something to work out? Like, it's just not something that you would want here now, is it? Really, though, because looking at the map and the scoreline right now and the performance from Godparticles, do you think they even have enough energy to go on down over into a third map, even if they win out on their home map? And that's a big if. Because on Breeze, you need to have constant attention. You need to know exactly what you're on, and you need to be on top form. That is one map where if you fall asleep in the middle, you're just going to get punished even harder. Because map control is the most crucial factor of Breeze. And if you have proper map control, and if you're feeding yourself so much on those long-range duels, you're going to be the ones to win. It's all about the momentum on Breeze. Once you get that momentum, you snap your finger, and it's already a 9-2 or a 9-3.
Also, you have to consider one more thing, the utilities. We have the combination that I really love on both sides, the Astra and the Killjoy. And obviously, as I said, utility was a bit, lacking from the side of Logi. And Ember as well, much presence from the Astra. It was there, but the synergy that it sort of hoped for, I didn't really see that happen today. And they need to make up for it. Obviously, Breeze, Astra isn't really the most viable option. It works. It's just going to be a little bit difficult to use. And Killjoy as well. I feel like the Cypher would be a bit better. But it all comes down to what these teams prefer. But yeah, regardless, I want to see some more, synergy between these two players. And from the side of Optimistic as well, the gunplay is good. They need the same level of utility to back it up. And I see a lot of lack of utility. For some reason, I got Particle as well. They didn't really counter that hard always. Like, we see that mid very much open in some cases. But in the end, they did exploit that. But the round was not won. They were able to clutch it out in the post plan. They were able to bring it back home. And this is the kind of thing that we don't want to see happen at this stage of a tournament, especially from a team like Godparticles. So it's a doozy one. It's going to be really confusing to see which team is actually going to come out on top. So other than waiting and hoping for the best and watching the match later on, there's not really much to predict.
That's really true, because map number 2, it's going to be pretty much my hands are up in the air. It is a really good map for the side of Godparticles. On their good days, when they're really feeling themselves, they're unbeatable on that map. But today, I don't know. It feels like Optimistic. Their chances are looking quite optimistic indeed. Yes, I had to add that pun. You can see it on Keith's face. He's like, no, he was just ready for it. But ladies and gentlemen, I hope that you're going to be ready for map number 2, because we're going to be heading on down over into a short break, and we're going to be back with the real shortly. We'll the Dell Futurist Gaming Valorant tournament powered by Alienware in association with Team Liquid after a short little break.
Boundaries with the new Alienware M15R6, available on alienware.co.in. Experience smooth, high-speed gaming action with powerful performance and uninterrupted play. Enjoy software and warranty upgrades, exclusive offers and benefits with no-cost shipping. Ready to game like never before? Get it all on alienware.co.in.
We're back, ladies and gentlemen, in the Dell Futurist Gaming Valorant, powered by Alienware in association with Team Liquid. After a pretty, let's say, whoop-de-freaking-do, very whoop-de-freaking-do round coming down through at a very match that pretty much shook me to the core from all of the members of Team Optimistic, from a 9-3 curse to an 11-13 win. No.
The curse is real.
No. This guy didn't believe in the curse. Sorry, this guy. He's on my this side. Yeah, this guy didn't believe in my curse, and I'm like, no, you gotta believe in it.
Oh.
You gotta hold strong to it, and you gotta believe about it because when it's the map of Ascent, the curse scoreline will always ring true.
I mean, keep in mind, this is Godparticles. They were in a 9-3 lead. 6 rounds they were ahead against a team Optimistic who were obviously they were on the momentum. They took down teams like M42 coming on here, and they were definitely feeling themselves really well. But they had to be down on momentum as well. 9-3. And going into the next half, how did they give it away? Some of the engagements, I was surprised of the outcomes. We all saw that little thing. Who was it? Was a Scar God with Sova. Who was the Sova? I don't remember. But
Shivy.
Shivi, Scar God and Shivi, they just looked at each other and somehow Shivi won that. I don't know, but yeah. Regardless, I mean, it's something weird happened last match. But in order to actually fully process what happened, let's take a look at the snap vetoes coming in and look at that. There's the scoreline 13-11. It was close. Obviously, the comeback was really good. It went from the 9-3 to, as you said, 10-11 or 10-12. But regardless, the side of Godparticles tried to pull it back in, but all they were able to do was 11. So yeah, that's gonna be a tough one for a lot of people to digest. But we're gonna be moving on to Breeze this time, regardless. And Breeze is gonna be an interesting map for both sides. Obviously, Optimistic, we have no idea what they're gonna do because we have never seen them on Breeze. We didn't really know much about Optimistic going into this tournament before that either. But now we definitely know that they're forced to be reckoned with, and they're really strong on a couple of these maps. But it's all going to come down to what agent selection they come in with. As we see, the agent selection is going down on your screen, and the picks are going to be coming in for the side of Godparticles. They're already locked and loaded. Scargod on the Sky, Shivi on the Sova, Rhino Rider on the Jet, Logio is going to be on the Cypher, and Ember on the Viper. I really like that lineup. You got all the double initiators, you got the single duelist, Sentinel, and the Viper controller as well. Yep, that is the comp that is the most,
Well known,
most established, I guess.
Oh, no, just on Breeze, man. It's just well established.
I mean, yeah, on Breeze, the most established one. And Kawhi and Flex are just playing around. We all knew that was gonna come in, but Flex is gonna go for the Jet, and pretty much the same lineup. It's the exact same lineup, except for Hellar. He's gonna be sticking to the Killjoy. So I'm a little bit not unsure about that Killjoy. It's just me because obviously you have the range of the Killjoy utilities, and you kind of have to pick those back up again, and you cannot use
the lockdowns not that strong as well.
And the map is so big as well. Lockdown, it works, but it's difficult to use. But compared to a Cypher, I feel like obviously Cypher Ultimate doesn't provide like a lot of information. It's very situational as well. But the utilities, I feel like, a lot more potent here.
Especially the tripwires. The tripwires allow you to be a little bit more systematic in the way you play a lot of your different rounds, and you can switch up your strategies accordingly to where you place out the tripwires. Cypher is like the best lurker on this map, primarily due to the tripwires and also because of his camera. And the fact that he has self-sufficient smoke in the form of the cyber cage, he just allows you to be aggressive. He just shouts aggression when you go on a lurk. But with Killjoy, you need to be a lot more slow. You need to be a lot more systematic. You need to play with your team. We're going to be heading on down over into the game to see exactly what Hell RR has in stores for us, because in a way I understand why he picked up the Killjoy right off the get-go. He's starting out on the defensive side. Yes, the Killjoy is pretty good on defense. He can stop out any sort of a hyper-aggressive rush that could be coming towards him with that lockdown. He has a lot of utility to work with that can stop a lot of these aggressive pushes that are known from the side of Godparticles. Everything is good, but at the same time, the thing is, would the Cypher be better than the Killjoy in this situation? Yes. But will it be as comfortable on Hell RR as the Killjoy? No.
Oh. Right, we saw him. The Viper's wall is the smoke is gonna go down, and Niter is gonna get that first frag. Let's see if the Killjoy and the Cypher battle is gonna be won. Hellar is gonna win the fight against Night Rider. Melody's as well. Ember with the trade and a second one onto Flex, keeping the equalization for his team. Shograd's gonna come in, tagging quite heavily on the Sky. Melody, what can he do around this scenario? He's brought down to 63 HP. Needs to find a shot over here. But coming in from CT. Oh, noise being made. But Kawhi, he's gonna win that fight against Ember. Scargard trying to get a trade, but brought down to 30 HP. Sends a flash flying.
Time
Is running away, but yeah.
Chivy
Shivy with the classic headshots. Finishing it off. 1-0 is gonna be the score line. And moving on is Godparticles to the buy round. Just like the last map though. Just like the last map.
Is history repeating itself? But the thing is, the cursed scoreline on the map of Breeze, it doesn't have that much power. Theirs is a lot more weaker here, and they cannot rely on that now, can they? 0-1. Good start for the Seven Godparticles. They have that second wind in their sails, but the thing is, they cannot always rely on something like that now, can you? Take it slow, take it steady. It's just pissed around, nothing to really worry about. Shake it off, dust off your shoulders. Play this anti-eco, collect yourself, and think about what you want to do in the following round. Because I always say this, on the map of Breeze, winning out of Thrifty is close to impossible.
It is, and the pistols and the eco weapons are just not as great as the fire weapons in this map, especially because of the range and how much open the areas are. But the Godparticles are gonna be walking in. God is Heller is just there. He's gonna be able to bait him out, trying to destroy the bot. Meanwhile, in mid, Loki knows Kawhi's up close and gets the headshot in there. Immediately, 3 players are gonna drop. Flex, there's a player right under him, spots him. The Dink is there, brought under 40 HP. He's still aggressing.
Player standing.
Knows he got into low HP as well, but Scargod is there to back his teammate up. Melody. Location known in mid. The flash should give out the call out. That the boy is there. He's gonna jump on top of the wall, missing those shots. Oh, precise gunplay moment. Sends a flash flying. Can he get the frag onto Ember? Nope.
It's just a frenzy, man. You can't really rely on that at that rate, though, can you?
Definitely not. But 2 rounds in quick succession in favor of Godparticles, and they're in the lead. Byron coming up sort of optimistic though, and you know they gotta be feeling good right now. They already have their 1 round back, and they didn't win the pistol round, but you know for now they get the weapons. They can play the way they want to. Have a lot more freedom, considering they know that the opposition, they don't have to work with other than of course Knight Rider going for an own Vandal buy. So 2 Vandals are there, so yeah, honestly they shouldn't be that thrilled. But aggression coming on from Melody. Trailblazer should spot out Logi. They know that at least 1 player is down that elbow.
Looking steady wins the race here, but my god, they are playing with a little bit of fire now, aren't they here? Melody, he has the Guardian in hand. He's gonna miss out on the timing, but the timing's not gonna be good for him. Knight Rider, just a flick of the wrist for this man. An absolute walk in the park for him. He's looking for a couple of more shots. Kawhi's not gonna be able to find that one though. Knight Rider instead is gonna be the one to punish him because he missed out on that first initial bullet. And Knight Rider, he has awoken himself once again. He's gonna be on his horse and he's gonna start running it down, taking the fight. That flex, he's gonna be able to clap back immediately on towards the base of Ember. Good shots from him. 4 versus 3 situation on the map. Bybee, he only has a judge to work with. This judge is not gonna be able to sing, not just yet. He's actually gonna be able to get it. Hello? Flex?
Flex.
What?
Kill. Can he get 1 more? Logi with a nice headshot, but LR's gonna get the trade. Shivy all alone, and they get the round.
Flex? Flex?
I mean, they did lose players, but
no. Flex?
Flex.
3 versus 4. Flex dashed in, got a kill on Knight Rider, and then just instant flick on the Scargod, and he's like, oh, hello there. I'm your next door neighbor now.
Oh god.
Normally the neighbor brings pies, but in the case of Flex, he just brought a couple of... Yeah, he just brings the pain. He's like that neighbor that always plays loud music all the time. And I'm that kind of neighbor right now because I'm shouting at the top of my lungs, and it's what, 10 p.m.? No one likes me.
Well, I mean,
I'm Flex.
Depends on the neighbor. If you're a Flex, I mean, what am I then? I don't even know. I
You're
might be
right,
Knight Rider. I might be Knight Rider pushing down towards this horse position. Vibey is
Oh
there
no,
with
Vibey,
the judge.
Phoebe.
Oh, he just walks into it. There's another player there, but the
Vibey?
range is just
Hello?
too much. I don't know why he switched to his knife. That was weird. But the trade is there. 1-1, 4 versus 4 scenario. Horse control established though. There's nobody watching that super Flex. He has to go and check that angle. Oh, Hellar. Nobody's watching mid either. That 1 player dying has created so many openings for Godparticles to walk into. Flex does get a frag on Ember to bring it back to a 3 versus 3, but he's got to check that mid position. Scargod gets a frag on the Kawhi. Melody with the Bulldog finds 1 more. 2 versus 2. Here comes the Seekers to give the positions away. Bladestorm's popped out. Flash coming through mid. Won't flash anybody, but
my God.
Flex gets a shot. onto Scargot. Shivy trying to track him, but fails. Flex.
Oh, dude, Flex, he's styling on him, man. Just look at this man, backwards
Right.
dashing, backwards b-hopping. He is in his element. He's just ready to show off to us.
Stop that shit he made.
2-2, ladies and gentlemen. First initial buy round going in their favor, and the bonus round. First initial buy round going in their favor, and then it was another buy round from the side of Godparticles, sorry, and that's also around where they lost out. Godparticles, they have no money to work with. They're being forced onto an eco, and now on the driver's seat is going to be all the members of the side of defense. Team Optimistic, things are looking up for them, and Flex, he's going to be the one leading the charge once more.
I don't really know what's gonna happen right now. This is, I mean, how do you even predict this, honestly? We're gonna see Vibe sending the recon in. He has been so many times down that mid. We'll get information. Ember, he was trying to do it, but will be slowed down now. Meanwhile, he's gonna be pushing up himself. It is an eco round for the side of Godparticles. Sheriffs, Marshals to work with, but oh! Ember with a nice one tap onto Vibe. Picks up the Vandal, don't mind if I do. Meanwhile, Flex, oh, the flank. Oh, what was that? I don't know, but Logi.
Poor Logi. Poor Logi.
The
He can't go
Sentinel
anywhere,
whip
dude.
comes in. Oh, Heller, nice shot onto Ember. Gets the second one, not the third on the Scargot, but he's isolated. Mid sings the melody that we all love to hear. That is Defenders 1. I mean, at least if you're an Optimistic fan, you definitely like to hear that melody for now, but Godparticles, they aren't too happy about that. They're just hanging around, just like that little koala. I think it's a koala. Is it a koala? Oh, it is not. Oh, that's cute.
Yes.
That's
Have you
Flex.
never seen this? Yes,
I
this
have.
is Flex.
I might have seen it, but I don't remember. I don't really. I mean, I am serious about the game aggressive. I don't spend my time watching all these Easter eggs like you.
Hey, I cast this game for a living. I like to do a lot of research on the game that I really love and enjoy, unlike you. Better caster, cough, cough. And better analyst, cough, cough. But now, Melody, he's just gonna be the better player. He's gonna walk straight in. You're gonna kill on towards the face of Chibi. He's gonna blind them by the light, force them to buy a couple of sunglasses to work with. He's just a better Sky in this situation. One head has been spotted out. Nitro taking a good chunk of damage. He needs to run on the way, try and live for another day here. But Kawhi, he doesn't miss those shots. You never want to buy a Phantom in these long-range gunfights because the Vandal's just way better. Here comes the Cypher's hat. It's gonna get taken off. And ladies and gentlemen, they're looking for a couple more. Logista finds a very beautiful angle, and now it's a 2 versus 2 situation. Still in a better spot is gonna be all the members of the side of the defense because Vibe's still alive. Vibe just one kill.
Standing.
And it's all over. It's done and dusted. It's a Sova staying alive, and poor old Ember, he whips out on a couple of shots. Where do you go, Ember? Do you want to stay inside? Do you want to run it out to the back? Where do you look? Where do you run? Where do you hide? And Vibey, no, Vibey. He just slaps him in the face with that classic to finish him off. 4-2 on the scorecard, ladies and gentlemen. And it's not looking good for the side of Particles.
Particles, they need to get these rounds count. They have so much map control. They got the right idea. Breezes where you move around quite a bit instead of sticking to one place. But yeah, it's not really happening for them right now. They need to make sure whichever angle they go in, they need to win those 1v1s. That's the consistency I'm expecting from them, but it's just not popping off yet. Meanwhile, I mean, Flex is just hitting insane shots. Hellar, whichever fight he's being introduced to, he's gonna say hi and say I'm Hellar, and what the rest is history. Basically, he's winning the duels. That's what I'm trying to say. But right now, a couple of ultimates available for both sides. I feel that the lockdown is gonna be really huge for them to deny the entry. But how much can they deny with this? The side is this wide. Undersphere used by the side of the attackers. Shivy, will he find something? Counters Undersphere is used right now. Logi, he's pushing down mid. Look at the run number down halls. He's 5v1. Meanwhile, Logi finds another one onto Kawhi. Melody with the trade. He's trying to find the player onto B, but Flex, he's playing a little bit of a ninja game over here. He's moving around the ropes.
Tarzan.
Ember, he's still there though. Oh, now he knows. Now he knows.
Easy.
Oh, Flex tries to smoke to cover his trails, but no way. Knight Rider as well, finishing things on to Melody. 4-3 is the scoreline, and they're that much close to an equalization. They will have money to go for buys, or do they? It's gonna be tight. They're gonna have to save. No, they're gonna have to save on some avenues.
One enemy remaining.
At this point, like, there's not really much you can talk about here. The cat's gonna be singing a tune of despair for all the members of the side of Godparticles because, yeah, they got that round, but you got to remember something. That round is not something GG can consider. Flex didn't have an operator yet. And now that the operator's coming online, things are going to be a lot more different. 4 and 3, Flex holding from the back end. He has the operator to play around with, but no one's going to be peeking him just yet. They know that Flex is picking this off. They know how deadly he can be. But the thing is, Flex is picking up this operator on pretty much a naked buy. None of his other teammates have any money to work with. They have gone in for save. A very broken set of buys in general, ladies and gentlemen. It can work. It's good, but they have enough money for the next round. But buying an operator right here and right now, without any backup from your squad, this is a hero operator.
Yeah, it is a very risky move indeed when you know that your teammates don't have the same level of weapons to back you up. He won't
Oh,
be
they're going
facing-
into tunnels. They're going into tunnels. It's happening.
Melody
Oh,
is there.
no.
Those Scar God, here comes the Seekers. They can easily push in right now with the information. Sends even a flash flying to Nest for cover. Positioning is revealed from the sky. Oh, dash comes in from Knight Rider. Melody will get that frag. Meanwhile, Ember dies on. That's the Viper Pit dropping. Loki finds
30
bottom
seconds
onto
left.
Melody, and the side is emptied out. Forward. Not sure where those shot darts are going. I think he's just trying to deflect. Yeah, the deflection does come in. That won't connect either, but there's some damage onto the side of Scar God. Operator from the side of Flex needs to come out. They need to find an opening here. Retake is gonna be near impossible if they push in like this completely blind. And I feel like the save should be the wider option. Vibe, he's still there, and he's gonna get spotted out by Scar God. Now you definitely need to save. Lockdown use. Okay, okay, they're gonna be using up a lot of utilities here. Time is ticking. They don't even have time to get the defuse in at this rate. And the operator is even gonna fall. What were they doing this round?
I have no idea. What?
That was not the play. They really needed to save that operator again. The teammates didn't have
They
the
should have gone in
weapon.
for a save. They should have gone in for a save. They got 3 free guns for themselves. Vibe also had one. If they just went in for a save with that operator, they would have had a really strong buy on this 4-4 scoreline. It's just even Stevens. They have nothing to worry about here. And our observer's playing a little bit of conga line in the background, but that's completely fine. 4-4,
we all know
ladies
that.
and gentlemen. But no, this is not how it's supposed to go. Go to line up already from Ember. It's a little bit of value out of it, but now, without that operator, now that they've given away an operator pretty much, they're getting the information to work with, but Flex, he doesn't know. Just play directly under him. No one's gonna clear it out. Flex! Don't go, man. Don't go. Please.
The
Please. I
Knight
don't like
Rider's gonna
Barot.
take the fight to them. Oh, they're gonna peek together. They should. That was
Well-
a good guess coming out of them. Flex is eliminated. Logi
Melody.
might get caught out. There we go. The good trade coming in, but low HP on the Sober though. That being Vibey, he's still needs to get a heal. Melody now caught in mid, gets the frag. Heller with the trade, but there's one more player. He's low on HP. Shivi will easily get him. 3 versus 2 scenario. Vibey. Oh, I thought he died of fall damage there, but he's gonna for now recon. Won't spot him out. Doesn't want to walk through the Viper's wall. He's gonna be
Vibey.
brought down to way too low in
This
HP.
position is too dangerous.
It is.
Vibey,
As
he's
soon as
playing
the
with
wall
fire.
drops-
Kawhi, if you miss this shot, it's over. Kawhi needs to get a kill. If he doesn't, it's done. Kawhi's not gonna be able to find it. Poor old Kawhi. Ember's gonna be the one to toy with his feelings to take him out here. 4 and 5 on the scorecard, ladies and gentlemen. It's another run on the board for the side of Godparticles, and slowly but surely, Godparticles, they're bringing it all back and they're making it all happen. 8 and 4 scoreline possibility is there, but to win out on so many rounds consecutively, you need to dig in deep and you need to find these rounds as quickly as you possibly can. But once again, Flex is going in for a hero vandal buy. I don't know why though. Does he want to play on a Blade Storm in the next round? I kind of get it, but still, why?
I don't know. He's been using up a lot of his economy. It feels like he and his teammates, did they not communicate? Did they not tell him that maybe he should just save? He's gonna pick up that orb or not? Okay.
Yeah, he doesn't need to.
I mean, he has a vandal, but still. Oh, he's got spotted out there by Loki, I think, and they're gonna be definitely aware of this flank right now. Even when the tripwire now breaks, Nitro with the frag onto Hellar. feel like Logi's a bit surprised seeing a Vandal in the hands of Flex, so he's gonna be like, wait, let me process this. Let me put up a cage here. And there you go, the Vandal, the singular rifle from their side eliminated. Vibe is gonna be falling. Sheriff doesn't win that gunfight. Knight Rider spotting the player in the side. Easy frag for him. It's all onto Kawhi. They know exactly where he is. Lands it. With only 5 HP, that's all Logi needs.
You know what I wish? I wish that the Sheriff actually had an increase in its headshot damage and a reduction in its body shot damage.
That's how it should work, honestly. But
Yeah, like if the Sheriff actually hit for like around 45 on the body, I wouldn't have minded. One extra bullet to kill a person doesn't really, doesn't really make it that bad. But 145 to the head and they don't die, yeah, that hurts.
yeah, that definitely hurts. You know, the level of focus and accuracy you're putting into that shot, and
Is
that
that
not
John
being
Wick? I didn't
not
notice
being
that. I'm sorry to
paid
cut
back.
you off.
Is that John? I don't know actually. I
It's
mean,
actually John
Right
Wick.
here.
John Wick's in Valorant. Oh my god, that's who knows what we're gonna have in the future. The future maps are gonna be absolutely insane. But yeah, we're now Breeze, and again, I mean, why are they making these weird decisions? I mean, Flex, he went for a buy that round. They didn't save that operator. It feels like did they get a bit overconfident? I don't know. I mean, Flex in particular.
Yeah, he's just buying hero vandals all over the place, and this is not something that he really should be doing. Take it slow, take it steady, man. You still have a lot more rounds to go, and there's a possibility of a third map coming in as well. You don't want to give Godparticles a second chance, because as soon as they get it, as soon as they have a taste of victory, they're gonna pounce on top of it. And now that the momentum is back in their favor, and now that they're playing properly together as a squad, it's looking good for them. But Knight Rider, that was a free kill, but he screwed up there. Not gonna be able to find that landing. But still, it's fine. Gets a little bit of information. Knows for a fact that one player is holding down from the top end. Just as I expected, Flex, he's gonna be playing with the Bladestorm in this round, but a Vandal was still on the possibilities, and I understand what Flex is trying to do. But it could be a lot more better, man. We'll let the dogs out indeed here. Knight Rider, he gets a freebie on towards the face of Flex with that operator that he picked up from him. And now, it's just about the cleanup duty. Melody is in a pretty good off-angle position. He can easily go in for a kill here. He's going to be the one to try and survive, but no, they're just not going to be able to get it. Stargod gets one. Knight Rider is going to be able to shut down another one. LRR is good for one kill, but that's all. 2 versus 4, it's just not going to happen.
4 versus 1 onto Kawhi. He should try and save this weapon. They are gonna have a better buy in next round, or will they? I don't really know, but it's gonna be a 7-4 regardless. And the best they can do is a 7-5. So make sure they have the best economy going into that round, so they have the best chance to, get the best scoreline they can and possibly equalize in the next half. But for now, Kawhi, he's not gotta play safe. Here's Ember coming up, lands the headshot. Not gonna miss that, but now they know exactly where he is, and we're gonna see Scargod coming in. And will he survive is the question. And that's wall bangable apparently. Okay.
It's not wall bangable. He's just chilling.
He's just shooting random spots. Yeah.
That's a
He's
metal
just chilling.
surface.
He's
You're
just
not-
chilling. He's just flexing like this KO bot over here. Flex is just flexing with that operator now. He doesn't have armor though is a question, but he's got to pick up some frags. It is the last round. They have used up all the money they had. They don't have a proper buy either. This is where these guns need to make something happen. Operator is in the hands of Knight Rider as well. Won't screw the jump this time, but there we go. Flex gets the shot in. Won't miss that again, but the rest of the players are pushing into this A side. No one's really holding that. They're all in that mid doors area. Flex will be dropping in, but he needs to hit those shots. If he's spotted out by the Sober Drone, I think he is, not sure, but he knows that there's players inside. Walks through the wall. That's a risky move without a flash, my friend. And here comes Vibe with the shock darts. First one will collect, sends the second one in as well. Won't do much damage. Tries to spam to get some extra damage done. Won't happen at all. Oh, that shock dart's gonna connect. And the Viper Spit on as well. How are they gonna retake this? It's gotta be an 8-4. No way they win this.
This is not looking as good as you would have hoped for now, does it? Okay, the defenders, they're gonna be blinding them by the light, but where's the push? Where's the kills? It's gonna be the first initial one. Shots are gonna be taken as well. Melody is trying to play with fire. 8 bullets in a dream. He's gonna be the one to push down forward, but the toxic bites. This is so good. She's gonna be good for 1 kill down on the 1. Scargo's gonna be able to flick onto the 2nd. Last person remaining, Kawhi is gonna be good for 1 kill, but he's not gonna be good for anything more than that. 8-4 on the scorecard, ladies and gentlemen. Kawhi, I know for a fact that you're cute as hell, but still your cuteness is not gonna be the thing that saves you here. Ember instead just puts a bullet into his skull to end his misery. 4-8 on the
Switching
scorecard, ladies
sides.
and gentlemen, and such a strong lead once more from the side of Godparticles. The thing is, you gotta remember something, Kirito. This map is an attacker-sided map. Now, with the swaps happening down already, it could be good, it could be bad. You don't know what to expect, but what I do like is that we're getting a pure view of the beautiful oceans of Breeze. I like this. It's soothing, it's calming, and we can collect our thoughts a little bit as well as the players. That, in general, the map of Breeze, yes, they had a really strong start to their own defense. It's a 4-8, nothing to really write home about, but nothing to be sad about as well. It's a scoreline you can respect, especially on this map when you're on your own defensive side, and going into attack, the pistol round carries a lot of weight. If you don't win the pistol, it's just gonna be a little bit of a problem too, because the pistol round sets the pace of the entirety of the second half, and if you're on the side of attack on Breeze, you need to win that pistol. If you don't have the guns, there is no possibility of you even being able to do a tiny little bit of economic damage in the. Plus, at the same time, you know why I'm saying that they really do need to win the pistol, don't you? There's a reason
Why?
for it. There's a reason for it. Just think about it. Look at the scoreline, and then think of it.
It's gonna be us. Oh, okay, I get it. But
Yes.
that's predicting a lot, though. That's predicting. a lot.
no. I'm
You
hoping
you
for
have
it.
to assume
I
they're gonna
have
win
the
the
hope here.
pistol.
I have
They're
the
gonna-
hope here.
Don't say hopium. You can't say that on stream. Whatever. I mean, that is assuming a lot. That you hoping that here they're gonna win the pistol. They're gonna win the second round, the buy round as well. And you're assuming Godparticles are gonna win the bonus round or their own buy round. So, yeah, assuming a lot. If you anybody in the chat, if you guys are able to make that same prediction, if you are assuming what aggressive is trying to say here, then good for you. But I don't know. Honestly, it's gonna be a 1 in 10 chance. Not 1 in 10, but the odds are not in your favor, my friend. Regardless, we're seeing some technical issues coming in from the side of the teams, but till then, I mean, it is still an 8-4. The gap is there optimistic, only picking up 4 rounds, but again, attacking half. Winning that, say they win the pistol round, say they win that next round, but next is the buy round coming out from the side of Godparticles, and they still haven't equalized, so what's their strat there, honestly? They need to make sure they pick up some extra frags. I mean, get some money. They can actually go in for maybe 1 or 2 rifle picks. Because honestly, even the bonus weapons against rifles, there's just really nothing topping them on this map. Make sure some of the players that do, happen to possibly die out in the rounds are able to have enough money to go for maybe a vandal. Because we have seen the impact from that from one player who has a better gun in the whole team. As we begin the pistol round coming in, Loki having some trouble with that gun, with that camera. Shot guard will be on his body. That was so random, honestly. Nighter with a frag onto Melody, but shot guards are gonna come in. Vibe with the frag onto Loki. Chevy's straight there. He is tagged down to 50 HP. Sends the second shot guard flying. Will it connect? It will. Oh, Hellar so low on HP. Will die to Scargod. Flexes or get a frag onto Knight Rider. 2 versus 3 scenario. Low HP on the sky. That is Scargod. But here comes Chevy. He's gonna fall. Low HP on Kawhi though. Scargod sends a flash in. Doesn't really flash flex. But he's still behind their Ember with a frag onto Kawhi. Flex, you need to land your shots here. Both of them are quite low. As the Viper wall drops, there's a player right next to you. Does he check that? He checks that. Knows that the other one's on the bomb. Can he land the shot? The spam's coming in. There we go. Triple kill from Flex, and that got a bit close for comfort, honestly.
No. Just no. Flex, he didn't need to go in for a swing, but it's Flex. He's of course gonna go in for the swing now, isn't he? But hey, Kirito. The
Nah,
prediction
nah,
that I
nah.
made,
Still,
it's still
gotta-
alive. It's still
still-
alive. If we get that prediction, you're buying me a pizza.
Oh yeah, in your dreams.
Hey, we're
In your
supposed to hang out
dreams.
soon enough anyways, so you're still
In
buying me the
your-
pizza.
In your dreams, boy. But regardless, Byron coming out from the side of optimistic. So this round victory is a bit optimistic. It's Ember spotted out by Flex, who was doing some jumping picks. He's gonna be dashing into side. Spots up Ember. He's all alone in this side. There is a player in that tunnel though. It's the Sova. They gotta be aware of that. But okay, why did he flick away, Melody? He didn't.
No, Ember's like 5 minutes. Whoa, 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 whoa. Nothing like that even happened. We didn't see any of that. Don't worry about it, ladies and gentlemen. But Scargod, he's gonna be the one to make that difference. He's gonna be running on down in. He's gonna be going in for that personal kill. Being able to shit down Flex. Good shot by him. But Scargod, he's looking for a couple more. Who let the dogs out? Indeed, the dog gives it a big fat bite and gnaws his skin out. But now it's Knight Rider's turn with that Marshall. He's gonna be the sheriff.
Spike planted.
He's gonna be the one to exact judgment on all of these players. But Knight Rider, he's not looking on his right side, Melody. He knows what's up, but he's also on very low levels of HP. One shot to the body and he's dead. He can't risk it. He needs to just wait. He needs to just chill. Because even in this 1 versus 3 situation, Knight Rider, he's an absolute beast, but he was not scoped in and he was just not ready for that. Melody instead's gonna be the one to shut him on down. 6 and 8, ladies and gentlemen. One more round. And it's gonna be the Byron as well, ladies and gentlemen, from the side of Godparticles. If they get it, Kirito, you know what's on the line.
No. Here's the thing, though. This is the thing I wanted to see from Optimistic. As I said, I wanted a rifle to come in and Flex. Even though this is their bonus round, he can afford to go for a rifle. Obviously, in the first half, he was a little bit ambitious with some of the buys and his own plays. But for now, it's a rifle on the bonus round is completely fine. That gives you a little bit more odd in your favor. If it's the hands of Flex, who's been doing some incredible stuff, hopefully it's gonna be working out for them. But he is pushing down halls. There are utilities ahead of that. So for now, the side of Godparticles can completely ignore that. Flex, he isn't over-aggressing too much. Meanwhile, Optimistic themselves, they aren't really sure where they want to go either. They haven't really pushed out anywhere, A or mid or even. Drone comes out from Chevy. We'll spot out some players on that A main, but for now, Particles are not really moving around. The question is, what's Flex gonna do over here when he sees this trip? He's just staring at it, admiring its beauty. Just waiting for his teammates to make a move. But that was a long flash coming out from Melody as well, all the way in B main. But that singular flash though actually pulls a rotation. And I think a Flex should be hearing the rotation coming from Chevy. I don't really know, but they are back on that A
Oh
side.
no, Knight Rider, good
Knight
guy.
Rider.
Keep tight.
Oh,
Don't let the bedbugs bite.
Logista as well is gonna fall. Flex knows that there's a player in CT, and that's Chevy taken down by. We're gonna see the Viper and the Sky rotating.
Bad.
Scargot and Ember. Do they want to save the guns or do they want? They
Go in for a try. Please, just go in for a try. Keep my hopes and dreams alive. But sadly,
Scargot sending
not
a random
channeling my
glyph
energy.
line. Well, yeah, they don't really feel it right now, but looks like your predictions have been turned upside down. Aggressive. It could be a 7-8, unless of course some exit frags wouldn't hurt right now.
Yep.
They can pick up some weapons of their own from that ace side. I'm still seeing 2 vandals on their in their hands. I guess they want to play the bonus weapons again for one more round. Doesn't really matter. But for now, exit frags. Ember. Oh.
Well, his position's revealed. Kawhi's gonna be the one to swing out. He gets a presidential
what's he gonna do?
headshot.
What's he gonna
He's
do?
running into that. He doesn't know where to turn. Oh my god! Ember gets a kill out towards the face of Kawhi randomly. Kawhi, he wanted to go in for a jumping, but that just didn't work up till the very last couple of seconds. That's gonna be a very good shot from there. And my god, ladies and gentlemen, that's exactly how it goes. That's how you're gonna be the one to make it all happen. 7 and 8. 7 and 8. They've won out on their bonus. Now all the members of the side of the defense, they have no guns to work with other than Ember, who just has a Phantom. And the thing is, a Phantom on the side of defense, it's good, but in this case, I don't know how good is it gonna be. And once again, Logista, he's gonna be the one to take a back seat here and Flex.
My god, Flex.
He just dives in and gets a kill onto someone. Scargot's gonna be good for one as well on towards his own back end, but Scargot straight through the smoke's gonna be the one to shut down Kawhi. is going to be so good for them because now, looking at the guns, they have the gun advantage as well. Because LRR, he only just has a Spectre. He has nothing to work with here. Shots are going to be taken. The positions are going to be prime. And it's all up to LRR. He has some utility to work with, but if he dies here, this utility is going to be not useful. Jimmy's going to be the one to go in for another one for himself as well. And LRR, he's all on his own. So nothing that you can do. Scar God. He's the difference maker. He has activated himself, ladies and gentlemen. A little bit too late from what I really wanted, but it's completely fine. It's still 7-9 here, ladies and gentlemen. And it seems like Godparticles, they finally have their mojo back, and Scar God, he's going to be the one to lead the charge.
Indeed he is. That round looked almost as good as gone for the side of Godparticles. They were able to pull it back, and right now, not only have they established that win and extended that lead, they have also broken the momentum of Optimistic and broken their economy as well. Now they're using the entire buy phase to discuss what kind of buys they want to go with. Looks like they're gonna go for a force anyways. All rifles. Flex probably is gonna play that Blade Storm. He has enough for a rifle, but looks like he's gonna be sticking with the Hawaii. I don't think that's the lineup he wanted, but yeah. Regardless, it won't be helping him out anymore. But look at this aggression towards mid. Shivy spots out Scar God, but a little bit too late. Sorry,
Flex.
he just walks up mid, man. That's just him right now. Meanwhile, Kawaii, Hall's presence as well. They don't read this, but they are rotating. It's gonna be a 3 versus 4 scenario. Kawaii, oh Shivy, is he gonna? Oh! Shivy spots him. He's like, wait, what? Wait, what are you doing here?
It's like,
Kawhi
yo, this is my lawn. This is not your lawn. He's gonna jump down and Kawhi. Not really something that you want to see from him. Logista's gonna be the one to go in for that kill. Beautiful camera being placed out as well. It's a 7-10, regardless of any situation. But maybe Pybee, he could be that difference maker, but against Knight Rider's operator, that's just not gonna work. Melody's gonna be good for 1 kill, but the operator's already trained and ready. He has the spike though, so spike plan can go in for him. Slowly but surely, Melody. He's making a run for it. He makes a little bit of noise. He spots out one of the players, knows exactly where he is. And Knight Rider, he finds a pixel perfect angle. He's just not going to miss that now, is he? 7-10. Roll it on back because it feels like Godparticles. They're looking to close everything out here. No real guns to work with as well for the side. Sorry, it's going to be a very rough buy for one of the members of the side of
30 seconds left.
Optimistic because looking at their guns, it's not going to be the best. This is the last buy round that they can get. It's on a 7-10. 7-11 is on the card. And no, it's not the 7-11 store from America. But I don't know, Kirito. It feels like this is a match that's going to go towards the side of Godparticles regardless. There's a massive disconnect between all of the players of Team Optimistic, and there's no way they're going to be able to fix it if Flex doesn't stop running down from mid like this.
Yeah, I mean, it's fine if he runs down, but he needs to have someone behind him, at least some utility to work off of, or a teammate.
A massive communication breakdown, dude.
Yeah, they're not really playing together. Last round, we did see a lot of aggression from them, but it felt like the communication was pretty good. But now it's just completely broken down. I feel like Breeze, they aren't really prepared for that.
Yeah, they just hit the map.
Yeah, I guess they don't really have much plans for it. Obviously, it was picked by the side of Godparticles, and I guess it worked out. It was a bit of a risk. I think they don't know that they haven't really seen Optimistic on the map or so they sort of bet on the fact that maybe that these guys aren't that good on that map. But it's paid off.
Like, they are a brand new squad. That's the thing. Like, especially when you're taking the timing into consideration as well. Think about it. It's what, 11 right now almost. Yeah, it's 10:30. We need to consider that some of these younger squads, they're not going to have the same amount of stamina as you. They don't have the same amount of experience as you as players. And Godparticles, they're making use of all of their experience and all of the stamina that they have as esports athletes. Just so you can see it, all the members of Team Optimistic, they're starting to make a lot more mistakes. Mentally, they're not inside of the game today. Like, they were on match number 1. They were able to pull off an incredible comeback, but that's on their home map. But now it's map number 2. It's the map of Breeze, a map that everyone hates. It's really late into the night. Personally, do you want to play it like that? And Godparticles, they're making full use of all of that confusion. They're the much more experienced team. They're the much more disciplined squad. And discipline, and that level of discipline that they do have is paying off for them beautifully. That's what I believe anyways, because these kind of mistakes, that should not be happening. But at the same time, Logista, is there a branch there you can place a
How
timer kit?
how strong is that branch? Holding on to a whole cage like that. This time it is going to be the side of Optimistic. They are bit on a mixed buy. Few rifles are there. Meanwhile, a couple of Spectres as well. Scar got pushed out of position from tunnel. That is exactly where they're pushing in though. Flash right behind them just suggests that maybe Melody's going to show up there. Here comes the drone though. All the way from double doors by Shivi. Doesn't really spot out too much, but they should have some information where they are. A general location or a general idea. The rotation is being done though. A flash down mid should provide some information that they're not rotating through double doors. So Shivi can rest easy right now, but Logi, that means the complete opposite for him. He should know that if they're not rotating down mid, they have to be. They are. Gets one frag onto Flex. Alert the whole teammate, but behind are. He's gonna get the trade. Will they find a second one? Oh, Shivi got concussed and he's gonna be able to land that shot. IB has a reconstruct to him. Here comes the op shots. They cross right across his crosshair. It's gonna be a 4 versus 3 scenario. Retake scenario. Scarguard doesn't land that shot this time. He did last time through a smoke, but he's gonna be walking right in like a brave soul. Come on, go through it. Follows up by a flash. Does blind a couple of people, but has no idea where they are. Oh, Vibey's gonna peek out. They don't know where he is. Gives him the Seekers. Does he want to use it though? 3 versus 3 scenario. Jetblade's available for his teammates. And there it comes. Kawhi does get the trade though. But Knight Rider from the backside, from the behind pyramid. Oh, Ember's just running and gunning. How did they win that? It's all onto you, Melody. Gets one. Needs to get the second one. Knight Rider taps in. Let's go of it. He's running to the right side. That's it. Doesn't spot him. Has to go back to the spike. He's running out of time. Here comes the flash.
Oh, no time, dude. It's
Oh,
over.
no time. Oh, he's just running. Okay, there it is. Operator in his hand. Just let him die.
Oh, dude, that's gonna be a sad story for Melody. You wanted that kill, but at the same time, you gotta remember something. They won the round, but at what cost?
Losing all their players.
And losing out on every single one of their guns. They needed that last round to try and stabilize their economy a little bit, because right at the end of the day, yeah, you're winning rounds, but without the economy, what are you gonna win the rounds with? They're in a pretty bad position when it comes down to the terms of their buys. Melody once again being forced onto just picking up a poor old Spectre. He's been playing a Spectre through the entire game, man. I haven't seen him buy a single gun for a really long time. This is not looking that good for Team Optimistic. Their chances are not optimistic whatsoever, but still, maybe the dog's gonna be the thing that works. But Scargon, his tracking's way too good. He's not gonna be missing out on that shot. He's gonna be good for one more kill, being able to shut down Melody. Throws out a shock dart as well, but Ember, he's just too good. He's gonna be the one to be the difference maker. They need to clear him out, but Ember, that was a shot you just couldn't miss there, but Knight Rider's gonna be the one to shut down Vivey. Ball front on the cards, ladies and gentlemen. 15 HP and a dream for this man, but Knight Rider's gonna shoot him out of the sky and take him down a notch as well. Knight Rider with a second and an 8 and 12 scoreline for the side of Godparticles.
Match point for the big boys. Godparticles finally showing up on this map. Scargard, he's just so good, isn't he? Already 24 to 11.
Match point.
My god, Flex, he was playing so well in the last map, but right now, I guess with the problems in communication.
Breakdown, dude.
Yeah, the difference in communication from this map and the last map is just huge, and I guess that is contributing in even a player like Flex not able to getting frags. He is fragging out, but those are all very solo frags. We're not seeing utility, we're not seeing flashes. Of course, utility isn't their best, but it was there in the last map. Right now, I'm not really seeing anything.
That's
On the
just
God
not the
Particles.
case.
Yeah. You can't really play it like that. You know you have one map advantage, but solo pushing like this is not the best idea. He does 5 HP. Nitro is gonna get the trade there. They're gonna execute this B side. Looks like this could be the final round as Shivi gets one more into Melody. Vibe does get a trade. Ember with one more. Hunter's Fury is being used up. Ember, he's getting all the fragments all onto Kawhi, but Hunter's Fury, the wrath of the Hunter's Fury is something it's hard to escape, and Kawhi, you won't be able to survive it. And we're gonna see Godparticles winning this map by another impressive scoreline, but it's gonna be 1-1. We're going to the third map. We're going to bind. Enough of beaches and deserts. Let's just go to the sandy shores of Morocco and finish things off. But
Sandy shores, or what do you mean?
I don't know. I'm
And
being
we're
weird.
just confused, man. This
We're
is like
confused.
what?
I mean,
it's 11 p.m. already, and these are how the teams are playing. This just goes to show
I
that
mean,
both of
yeah,
these
we
teams are
we didn't
ready.
expect this. We didn't expect this from the side of Optimistic. We thought they would be a bit more organized, but no, it just wasn't there. And I am genuinely shocked at some of the plays. It's like they could have done so much more damage. This could I would be fine if this was a lot closer, like a 10-13 or whatever. But some of these rounds they could have won so easily if they communicated and used their utility to a little bit more for their team. But just didn't happen there. Godparticles, they showed up, they switched on, they played to the utility, they played really well. And the players that did get those frags, Cargod, Knight Rider, they absolutely dominated. What a show from them.
Just goes to show that you can never underestimate your opposition. And in this sense, optimistic and flex as well. I don't know what really went wrong for them. It felt like they just didn't want to play the breeze if they wanted to get it over. But they're like, okay, flex, I'm gonna let this leash off your neck. You can just start running, man. Just go. If we win this, we win this. If we don't, we don't. We just go under the map of bind and we take everything back over there. I kind of understand that some of these new squads are not gonna like Breeze. It's a much more tactical map. It's much more favored by the much more these experienced teams. And yeah, Godparticles, they just played into that. Remember what I was saying about it being late into the night? You got to take the time into consideration. You need to take the effort of the other squad as well. Picking up Breeze right here was the best move for them on map number 2. Initially, I thought that maybe Haven would have been the best possible pickup because Haven is their best map. But the thing is, on Haven, it would have been a much more of a comfortable pick for the members of Team Optimistic as well because that is a map they would like to play. But the fact is, no one likes to play Breeze other than these experienced squads. So in that sense, I would personally say Shivy did an incredible job. It's either Shivy or Scargard, if I remember correctly, when they pick up the map vetoes. So they did an incredible job of using the terminology of the players of the side of Optimistic against them. New squad, fresh blood, fresh young blood, and of course Flex. He's just being flashy all the time. He can't be like that on the map of Breeze. He needs to rely on his team a lot more. But that's the thing. In the way that they were playing optimistic, they left a lot to be desired for. They were just apes strong together, rushing into a site. Yes, it's good, but at the same time, that's not going to work all the time because now that God Particles, they know what to expect. They know how to counteract you. They're gonna switch up their strategies, and we're gonna be seeing a lot more of that as we head on down over to the match highlights to break it down as much as we possibly can from a top-down view. Because in general, the way that God Particles were playing, they were playing much more together as a unit. They were not really taking solo engagements. They were winning out on every single one of their gunfights. They had pretty much nothing to worry about. Yes, there were a couple of whiffs here and there, but God Particles, they showed consistency in the way that they traded, in the way that they took a lot of their different engagements. Initially, optimistic, they were throwing God Particles off with their super fast, aggressive plays and very unorthodox playstyles. But as soon as God Particles got wind of that, they switched it up and they were able to use all of their utility in proper conjunction with one another. The communication was present, and all the things that were working well for God Particles was the opposite case for Optimistic.
Indeed, it was. I felt like the roles have just been switched. We saw that in the beginning. I was seeing the God Particles there. Very consistent team. They have great fragging potential in each and every one of those players. But on Ascent, that was completely absent. And for some reason on Breeze, that just shows up really well. They were all taking really good fights with their utility. They were all able to use the teammates and, sort of coordinate those peaks. These fights, they were rarely very many solo peaks come in, and all of them had some level of utility or had some level of coordination involved, and that just allowed them to get a very dominant lead early at time. And I mean, good attempt from Optimistic. They did try and close that out, but in the end, that performance really didn't just help out. The gap was just too big to recover from. And I mean, I don't really know. It's again that communication issue. It felt like they went from 100 to like 20 in just between just one map. And this transformation definitely cost them quite a bit. They could have ended things right here if they wanted to. Some coordination and proper communication would definitely have done the trick, but they're gonna have to wait and go for the third map.
This is not how you want to make this map be what you want, because I understand no one likes to play Breeze, but you could have done so much more because now you're being forced on to playing a third map. A third map, ladies and gentlemen, this late. Do you have the stamina for it, especially from the members of God Particles? Because now that Optimistic, they're on home ground. They're on a map that they will enjoy. Bind is not something that they don't like. This is a map where they will thrive in. Does God Particle even have the energy to take this fight? They already had 2 best of 3s before. Kirito. 2 best of 3s. And now they have to play another one where it went down over onto 3 maps. And all of the maps took 1 hour to complete. So in that sense, do they have enough? I don't think so. I believe it's the Team Optimistic. They could just take it all away on map number 3. And it's going to be Weird X versus Team Optimistic. That's my prediction anyways. But Godparticles, they can prove me wrong at any second. They are esports athletes. They have proven themselves to be absolute chads on the server. Just look at ScarGod. Like, this guy single-handedly turned around the entire map of Greece on a Sky. 24-11. You cannot do that unless you're a player like ScarGod.
Definitely, I mean, such fragging potential. How many players do have that around here? And ScarGod, I mean, he didn't even play a duelist with the Sky Flasher. Sky his utilities are even difficult to use on a solo basis, but even after that, the solo plays were there, the team plays were there. Great use from utility, great gunplay as well. Just look at these shots. He's got this agent learned down to a T, and he's absolutely ready for whatever the side of Team Optimistic throw at them. But the thing is, it's as you said, both teams, they have to be fatigued mentally. Even if the past 2 best of 3s didn't do it for Godparticles, they already have played they already played 2 matches today, and the first one might have not been as long, but this one definitely has to take a mental toll on them. And the thing is, I mean, for all you moms and dads out there, gaming is tiring. Playing a match, it takes a toll out of you. It's not like we're queuing for competitive. Okay, let's just take a 15-minute break. Let's have some sex. We're on a schedule, and they have to make sure that they are up for it. They have to have the energy in them, both mentally and physically. Make sure their brains are working, unlike us, just going free, just talk weird stuff.
Yes.
They have to stay in discipline, and it's gonna be a big factor going to the third map, because by far a lot of these maps have been a best of 2. So the stamina hasn't really been a factor till now, because obviously things are getting intense. We all know what the prize pool is. We all know what's at stake here. So they gotta make sure they're up for that, because these teams are not gonna back down. Godparticles, after that first map defeat, they wanna make sure they're back in here. They don't want to just give their victory away to some new team just because they're performing really well. Everybody wants that prize. And with that being said, players are definitely going to be needing some time to recover. We definitely are going to be. I mean, I can already see Aggressive's eyes. He's like, oh God, why?
It's happening.
Why am I here?
Going to the third map. I can't believe
happening.
you've done this, but at the same time, hey,
We're
I
excited
live
for
and
it.
breathe forecasting. That's the thing. Like, I have to give thanks to the side of Alienware and Team Liquid for putting this all together for us. In a way, I sound really tired. I sound fatigued as a player because I can feel it from the caster's desk. Like, when you look at a player, the way they move their mouse around, you can feel the fact that, hey, they're having such a rough time. They're not in the best of states, but they need to dig in deep. They need to showcase to us exactly what they want. That last burst of energy for the map of Bind. Finish off as fast as you possibly can, because the bed is waiting for you. So in that sense, we're going to be heading on down over into a short break, and we're going to be back with it real shortly by prepping up map number 3 with the Dell Futurist Gaming Valorant Cup, powered by Alienware in association with Team Liquid. I'll catch you in just a little bit.
beyond boundaries with the new Alienware M15R6, available on alienware.co.in. Experience smooth, high-speed gaming action with powerful performance and uninterrupted play. Enjoy software and warranty upgrades, exclusive offers and benefits with no-cost shipping. Ready to game like never before? Get it all on alienware.co.in.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Dell Futurist Gaming Valorant, powered by Alienware in association with Team Liquid. We are now back once again, jumping straight into the fray because honestly, game number 2, it was an incredible feat from all the members of Godparticles because right at the very end, on the clutches of defeat, they were able to bring it on back. Initially, we thought that, hey, maybe it's going to be the side of Team Optimistic just taking it all away because they have the better game plan, they have the better strategy, they have the momentum from map number 1 after winning out from a 9-3 scoreline. Then it was just a complete 180. Scar God getting 24 kills with a 2 KD on a Sky. You can't make this up. He's the one who carried the team on his carried the entire team on his back, and he just pushed them forward. And now he should be the one to do the exact same thing on the map of Bind as well, or it could be Knight Rider's turn. But the thing is, all the members of Team Optimistic, they were showing a lot of problems when they were trying to move around the map. They were not really able to, mesh together as a squad. It felt like they were like headless chickens trying to pick out a couple of food grains here and there. They were just not able to find anything. But hopefully on the map of Bind, they're going to feel a lot more at home. Because as we head on down over to the map veto screen and looking at the other score lines, you can already see 13-11, 13-8, and now on the map of Bind, what's the scoreline going to be like? I'm expecting it to be something along the lines of a 13-7, 13-8, because we know for a fact that the teams are tired. They're going to get scolded by their moms and dads for staying on the PC for way too long and not eating dinner. I got scolded right now just a little bit ago, but that's the thing. Late into the night, the fatigue will set. The problems will start to mount up. Which of these teams are going to be able to circumvent that and showcase their skills here? Because you got to remember something. There is no lower bracket. There are no second chances. If you lose out here, you lose your opportunity to head on down over to the grand finals, mind you, and have a chance to get that mentoring session from Team Liquid. We are not even going to talk about the prize money. The prize money is secondary. Team Liquid, that's the prize for tier 5.
Yeah, I mean, that is such a big prize, honestly. I mean, it doesn't seem like, I mean, what? You're meeting a big player. What's so special about that? No, this is a mentoring session. They will give you the information you need to become a better player, a better team, in fact. I mean, those are the tips that some people would, kill for, honestly. I mean, once you have that information, you have that potential to become such a strong team, because that is for you, that is exclusive to you. It's not like the players from Liquid, like Scream talks to any other player every other day, like, oh, you just do that and you're best team in the world. That's not how it works. Okay, this is going to be exclusive for the side that wins this tournament, and all these teams want it. All these teams want that information and potential to be able to become the top in this area and potentially be even stronger than some of the teams out there in the other regions. I mean, who knows what's going to happen, because the way they're playing right now, it's very easy to see that they want this bad. And the fact that Godparticles were able to push it to the third map says that they're still in this. They still want to have that opportunity to go into the prize, to go into the grand finals and take on chance to win this whole thing. But again, we still have Optimistic. They have to be a little bit optimistic about themselves. Still, they did win the first map. The second one, hopefully there were mistakes made, but hopefully they won't let that affect them too much. They should try and work on what's wrong, maybe get that fatigue out of them and make sure their heads are clear. Make sure just put some water on your face, lie down for a second, calm down, and
Shove your head into a bucket of cold water.
get back. No, don't do that.
Yeah, no, please do that.
Don't
It works for me, it can work for you.
No, it works for you because you're stupid, but that's the problem here. But yeah,
Okay, that's not
just wash your face, guys. Stay fresh, stay hydrated, and make sure you're ready for the tournament, ready for this match. That is the thing that I'm hoping that both sides are doing and are ready for. Because this next map, being on Bind, things are gonna get dusty. As we know, Bind is in the middle of a desert. So make sure you are wearing enough protection and everything. But what's more important is that Bind it's a bit of a mix, like between a very tactical map and a very, gunplay based map. There is a mix of everything there. And I really want to see which team comes out on top, because we're seeing really good tactical utility plays from Godparticles. We're seeing very good aggressive and gunplay parts from the side of Optimistic. And I want to see both of these sides find that middle ground and have an extreme brawl out there, because this is the third map. There's no other way. You have to finish it here, and you have to give it your 200%.
Maybe 200. You need to bump it up to 250 or 300 at this point, because both of these
Oh.
squads, they know what they really need to bring. Their energy levels are like here. This is where their energy levels are, and they need to go above their usual to try and take out both of these squads. But the thing is, which squad will be able to enter down into the reserves? Because we as casters, we need to dig down deep for our reserves, because this is late for us as well. You gotta remember, we are here to showcase you exactly how strong these esports athletes are through the power of our voices. And hey, as we head on down over to the agent selection screen, the match is about to start. This is where it all begins. This is where it all ends, ladies and gentlemen. Both of these squads, their backs are against the wall. The final chance to head on down over to the grand finals of the Dell Futurist Gaming Valorant Cup. Do they want the chance to get mentored by Team Liquid? Do they want to face off against Weird X in the finals? This is their chance. If one of these teams drops the ball, they're out forever.
Indeed, I mean, agent selection is going to be quite, important for them, making sure they have the best picks coming in. Immediately, the side of Godparticles are going to be comfortable with their pick. They're going to have Ember on the Astra, Scargod on the Sky, and another controller, Logi, is going to be playing the Viper, Knight Rider on the Jet as usual, and Shivi on the Sova. But double controller on Bind, it's happened. People have found success with it, but I'm not personally the biggest fan. I still prefer to have maybe even just the double, the usual double initiator would work here. Even double sentinel, I wouldn't mind, but yeah, double control, I'm not really sure. But meanwhile, the side of Optimistic, they're optimistic enough to
Choose
let
your
Vibe go for
agent.
the raise. Flex is going to be playing the Jet. Melody is going to be playing Sova, and Heller is going to be switching up to an initiator. They're being Sky Kawaii with the Astra. But yeah, I mean, they're going to be picking with the usual double duelist lineup. They don't really have that much of a prowess sentinel wise, because they have two initiators. So I guess
Questionable.
defense is going to be quite interesting for them. I mean, a double duelist, double initiator combo, it's rarely seen, honestly.
Combination that I personally don't like, because you need to take a lot more initiative when it comes down to your own defensive side. On attack, yeah, it's pretty good. You can go in for fast full scale rushes really quickly, throwing out all of your utility, and there's not much that the side of the defenders can do if your execution is on point and if your aim is ready to take them on. But the thing is, when you have that Viper on the defensive side, it just, I don't know, man, it becomes really one-sided. Just imagine the situation like this. Optimistic, they're looking to get as many rounds as they possibly can on their defensive side. Because as soon as the tables turn, as soon as that Viper's on defense, ooh boy, Logista, he may look like a Titan now. He's gonna turn into a juggernaut.
Yeah, low key on that Viper on defense, especially on the A side as well. It just such a big obstacle to cross over. And I feel like the side Optimistic, they aren't, filled up with that level of experience to be able to do that. We already see his experience on the Viper. That was an impressive lineup coming in, but there is a lot of aggression in that B long position. Not really much control established onto Hookah. We see the only player outside that is Ember. But he's all the way back in Market. Meanwhile, the rotation has been pulled out. We're going to see Logi. He's going to be spotted by two players. Dash coming in from Flex. Oh, he's going to miss the shot there. That was unfortunate. Vibe does get the trade in. So does Melody. He's taking care of the players, pushing into the side. Knight Rider is going to be eliminated. 4 vs 2. Drop is heard by Kawaii. Is he going to go for the pick? But Ember, Scargod protects his teammate. Melody does get one more. He's doing work for his team, but
Beautiful trade.
Nate sent in. Will do a lot of damage, but the flash comes in. He's completely blind.
I have
Up
my
in his
life.
face. Oh,
What?
2 HP. Scargod with that impressive flash coming in. Heard the drop. I felt like maybe he should have played up from the side because Sova was so low. Might be just a little bit too aggressive there, but yeah, it doesn't really matter. I mean, the flank needed to have more effect as well. I think Kawaii as well through the smoke needed to get something done, but that's going to cost him the first round already. We're seeing the Spectres coming in the hands of the players of Godparticles. Save round for the side of Optimistic. And I mean, it's still the first couple of rounds. It's still hard to
Satchel out.
make notice of what's gonna happen. But
Ivy?
all right, calm down.
Calm down,
next
baby.
leg.
Oh my god, he throws out a grenade as well just to, put a damper onto their plans. Vibey, I understand that you want to go in for pushes, man. I understand that you're mad at them, but yeah, that was a little bit too ambitious. Like, that's something that I would have done in my ranked games, and I didn't think that that would be done in professional level play as well. But still, Knight Rider is going in for his own push. Flex is going to be good for one kill on the bare minimum, being able to shut down one of the players. Logista swinging out from the side of Fuka is going to be the one to shut down Flex.
Oh.
Logista with a spore game, man. Logista. Logi's the guy that we really want to see here. If he's able to shine on this Viper on attack on the first 2 rounds, you know he has the momentum to carry it forward on the defense as well as the attacking side. That's the thing. The Viper and Astro combination, it's so weak. It's very weak on the attacking side. That's why whenever you pick up this composition, normally you would like to go on the defensive side first so that you can have a buffer for yourself. Or if you're a team that likes to be hurt a lot, then go in for a very systematic approach and pick up the side of attack. Because if attack is your mojo, and if you're able to get at the bare minimum of 5 rounds, you have so much more room to work with on defense, because a 7 and 5 scoreline is the best scoreline that you can hope for, especially with a double controller setup like this.
Yeah, honestly, I mean, the side at this moment, we're seeing a really interesting lineup coming in. Oh, Nitro is dashed up. Can he find the shot? He's so low. Kawhi finally gets the frag and nade thrown in. Body blocks are there, does some damage, but Skargod's there to make sure his teammates don't get taken out. They will find the frag onto Vibey. Now, Flex, he's on heaven. Does he spot any of the players? Shoggraphs are going to be sent flying with Melody. Doesn't really clear out much. There are players low on HP, but it is a 3 versus 5. Can they make this happen? Recon is there to provide some information. Not really spotting anybody out. Logi's in U-Haul. He's gonna peek out any moment. But Skargod, oh, that was a nice Helak for that Flex with his own trade. Refrags are coming in. Shivy all alone in a 1 versus 3. There's a player in shower right behind him. But there are 2 in front of him. Who's he gonna check? He's not even aware. He doesn't know. He doesn't know. Knight Rider.
Like that. The Knight Rider just gets a freebie. Poor old Flex. He doesn't know where to look. Does he look up? Does he look top? Does he look bottom? Or does he look to his left where someone's taking a shower? Why did that rhyme? 0 and 3 on the scorecard, ladies and gentlemen. And it feels as though my rhyming game has just gotten as good as Godparticles and their attack. This is not how it's supposed to go, dude. No. It's just 0 and 3 on the attacking side. It should never happen with this composition, but somehow Godparticles, they're making it work.
We'll bring it there.
It's gonna be a 0 and 4, and honestly, they already have the scoreline that they want if they go to a 0 and 4. Even if it's an 8 and 4, this composition is indestructible on the defensive side. And you also don't have a Sentinel allowing all of the members of Godparticles to go in for free pushes.
Well, Shivi opening frag
Let
onto
the dogs
Melody.
out.
Hellar's just watching that dog run around. Skargod is gonna push in. This is another eco round for the side of Optimistic. They did lose their 3rd buy round, so that means the economic advantage for the side of Godparticles is there, and it's quite huge. The players have rotated in that CT. Here comes the satchel. Oh, Vibey spotted by Knight Rider. He's gonna get a frag on the Kawhi who pushed in afterwards. Knight Rider with a follow-up onto Vibey.
Last player standing.
Hellar's gonna go for the peak, but Flex is there with him. There was some issues with body blocking there, but Flex all alone with a Sheriff. Not gonna happen. Skargod finishing things off. 4-0 the scoreline, and that's a big lead. Looks like this defensive half for the side of Optimistic isn't looking very good. Because, I mean, right now, utilities are lacking, honestly. I'm not really seeing that the Astra and the double duelist combo working out right now. Obviously, Hellar is having a tough time to send those flashes in. Information isn't there.
Observer, stop picking me hungry.
Okay.
This is late into the night, and I have not had anything to eat as well. It's fine. He's
Dude,
trying to
those
make
are-
everyone hungry.
Those are polygons. What makes... Why do you feel hungry for polygons, dude? That's not even a
I'm
real...
hungry for polygons, man. What is it? You sound as though you're like an absolute robot and you don't need
I've got
sustenance.
your trail.
I do need sustenance. I do need some good hyping up to do, because the energy is getting quite low over it. Seeing some impressive plays, but all from the side of Godparticles. I'm yet to see the side of Flex
That's-
and Vibey them popping off because obviously they're double duelists. They have so much more explosive power. Meanwhile, oh, Logi, he's just gonna walk into U-Haul. They don't know. Knight Rider
Knight Rider.
finds an opening onto Kawhi. They're gonna walk into side. Oh, Knight Rider just spam away. LR gets a trade onto Ember, but Scargot with another refrag. Melody's on flank as well. 2 versus 4 scenario.
This flank needs to
Melody.
work.
Spike planted.
They should expect this because there is no sign from him.
Oh,
They
here
are
we
checking
go.
the flash comes in.
Last
Okay, now
player
they know.
standing.
Scargot taking off flex. They know there's a flank. Double pick comes in. Melody only gets 1. Knight Rider, man, he's such an explosive force. 5-0. We might see a very impressive half coming out. Godparticles, they're on fire. We thought that the late matches would affect them. No, it's made them stronger.
Last player
I
standing.
think that's mainly because they're a much more consistent squad. A lot of energy from them right off the get-go. Match number 1, it's kind of difficult, especially when your players are feeling themselves a little bit too much. You know how Knight Rider was just jumping around and just swinging out and getting a couple of kills? Yeah, he was really good on match number 1, but at the same time, whenever your confidence is that high, you start underestimating your opponents. And then the 9-3 curse hits in, and then you're like, oh, right, we're supposed to take this a little bit more seriously. Now that the curse is gone, they don't have any of that. The tables have turned, and all the momentum and all of the overconfidence that the side of Godparticles were having just transferred onto all the members of Optimistic. Yes, they were optimistic about their chances of winning out the entire set a little bit too much there. Map number 1, you can't always win it out, but you need to carry that momentum forward onto map number 2 and 3. Team play and coordination was lacking on map number 2, and in map number 3, it feels as though they're just not being able to play together as a squad once again. This time around, last time it was Flex, just diving in head first, doesn't really give a damn. This time, Flex is trying to play together with his team, and Vibe's running around and not giving a damn about what his team thinks. I don't
Vibe's
understand
got to
what's
play the
happening.
duelist. He's just happy to play the duelist. He's like, oh,
That's like you
I'm
playing
taking
Duelist.
fight. If I play the duelist, I'm gonna bottom frag. I play better with support characters. I get more frags with support characters, but oh my god, Vibe, calm down.
Vibe, no!
Ember knows.
Free
Ember
kill.
knows. Gets one.
What?
Flex does.
Flex? Flex?
Right click. Why? He said.
Flex be like, no!
There was nobody there. Why did he? I don't know what's happening over here. Flex using up all
Bad
of his
finger.
knives.
Bad finger, bro. He just got scared. He just got really scared. He's like, oh, Vibe! No, Vibe just gave me the goal on. Oh my god, where did I get shot from? Flex is like, whoa, 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 what just happened? That was
Honestly,
just
why
the
wouldn't
moment.
you expect that? I mean, the way they aggressively pushed in, making so much noise, that is something that should happen. They should have kept it in mind. Scar got their friend into Kawhi, the bird, not working out. Flex is all the way next to Hookah, knows there's a player right next to him. The recon won't spot him out. And he jumps in, doesn't clear the angle. He's only 11 HP. There's no way he's winning that fight. The recon giving some information to Melody. But as soon as he fires one shot, 3 guns fire back at him into that CT position. He's smoked off. He's blocked off from every possible angle. And 6-0 scoreline might be coming up. I mean, it is coming up, pretty sure. Yeah, there we go. Knight Rider to finish things off. And looks like Godparticles are back. I mean, this is the kind of dominance we always want to see from them, and they're definitely giving it to us right now. We are going to see another buy round coming out from the side of Optimistic, but I mean, how long are they going to keep buying if they don't win these rounds? And if they don't win, what's the point of buying if they don't win it with these weapons? I mean, we all talk about how winning is good, but you need to make sure you have the weapons to win it with. But now this is the complete opposite for the side of Optimistic. They need to win the. They're getting those guns eventually, but yeah, they're not winning the rounds, and that's gonna help cause a lot of problems because already 6-0. They need to get themselves on the board, and with this buy, this should be the opportunity. But Kawhi, oh, he's gonna be pushed back. They should know there's another player on the left side. At least clear it out. And it's Knight Rider who's right outside of Hookah. Rotation is done though, by the way. Towards the A side. A short presence is where the spike's at. And Flex is holding a little bit operator. As soon as someone crosses this wall, the drone does push him off, and they're gonna take the opportunity to push through. That's such really well played Viper wall. And here comes the Viper ultimate. Oh, there's no way that's a direct counter to his operator. Knight Rider does reveal himself. Flex is gonna take the opportunity of the shot. Here comes the Seekers. He's a little bit close for that, trying to run away, but he got caught in the box. Scargot's gonna. This is awesome. doesn't find a tag, but oh, Vibey sends some showstopper
One
flying,
enemy
tries to send a
remaining.
nade in, but why is
Down A.
1 versus 3, and there we go. First round on board for the side of Optimistic, picking up that operator, and the buy round was does lose out 3 players, but still finally something making happen for their side. They gotta feel a little bit of relief after that.
Relief? I feel as though they're not feeling relief whatsoever. After this round loss, personally do believe that now Godparticles, they're going to be turning up the heat a little bit further. Positionally, they're not in the best spots, not just yet. Because as soon as they did lose out on a round, it's time for them to adapt. It's time for them to switch everything up. Because the way that they're pushing up, the way that they're taking a lot of its engagements, it's very one-dimensional. And now that all the members of Team Optimistic have found their way around this push, what do they want to do? They did lose out on the operator though, but they were able to pick it up. But money-wise, just look at Optimistic. They're not looking that strong. If they lose out on this round, it's down in the dumpsters once again. And they need to recollect themselves with another eco. And you cannot be giving away these rounds to the side of the attack. You gotta remember, this is a double controller setup. No sentinel. And they're on the attacking side. This is not how it's supposed to go. If they're able to find this here, Kirito, it's over.
Indeed, and it'll be over considering we all love Well, I'm just saying. I just realized it's there. But
What? Oh,
the score. We are so dumbfounded right now. We don't even remember references. Flex sending that operator shots through the wall, making it known. Won't connect because nobody's there,
on.
my friend. Shivy, Recon's
the
out
sake of
there. So with the
Kirito.
sky flashes. Oh, they're gonna execute the side. Knight Rider's in there. The spams come in, but nobody's gonna get the frags. Flex still backside somehow lives. Spike drop. Flex Rider's
down
scope.
A.
He's gonna fail that. Ember, Knight Rider, they're all getting these frags.
oh my god,
gets
Knight Rider,
dinked.
what was that
Oh
shot?
no, not like that. It's all onto the sky. Heller, he gets spotted out in low.
got
Just
it.
is gonna finish things off. I'm not gonna
got
say
it.
anything. I'm not gonna say anything. I want you to
Go
say it.
ahead. Just
I
say
want
it.
you to
No,
say-
no,
I
no,
want-
I will
I
not
want
say
you to
this.
say it.
I will never
I
say
want
it.
you to say it. Come on, do it. You know you wanna do it.
Brazil fans, where you at? What is wrong with us?
You enjoyed it. Come on, admit it. You
No,
enjoyed
I
it.
did not. I like my magic number, but at the same time, Brazil fans, where's you at? No.
All right.
I
It's
have
fine. It's
PTSD
fine.
already. I have PTSD from my childhood already. It's
It's
just adding on
fine.
to that.
Don't worry. Don't worry.
This is why I don't
the
like
match is
football
still not
anymore.
over. The match
This
is
is why I
still
don't
not
like-
over.
Yes,
Well,
the
it's-
match is still not over, but my magic number is gone. Oh wait, no, it's not gone. Maybe.
No, it's gone. Oh, is
Oh,
it?
it's
I mean,
gone.
I mean, let's see what happens. So, I mean, Optimistic, they have to really pull something off here. A 6th round gap, and they're not playing coordinately. The utilities are not working. It's like they're all messed up. It's like Breeze, but even more chaotic for them. And especially on the fact that they're on defense right now, it's weird. And Flex and Vibey, the ones who should be fragging out, they aren't. Vibey, he's good at fragging. And the fact that he's a duelist now should enhance his fragging, but he's doing quite the
He's
opposite.
running around. That's the problem. Like, it feels as though he's not meshing together with his team. And the thing about a raise is that you cannot go in for solo frags. You are not a self-sufficient fragger. It's not what you're built for. And Flex, a little bit too over-ambitious there. He wanted to go in for a push. Knight Rider's gonna be able to go in for a swing as well of his own accord, being able to shut down one more Vibey. He's hunting down the Ember. He's trying to snuff out those flames. But they already know. The A side's completely empty. Just
30
rush it
seconds
down,
left.
take control, and just burst their bubble instantly.
On the flank is Vibey. Logi's going to be reading this really well. Goes for a jiggle, spots him out, and uses the smoke screen to actually provide cover for him. Now, there's Knight Rider on the flank. Vibey, he reads this, sees the gun barrel, and there's the headshot. He's going to have a nade to work with now. Meanwhile, from heaven, Melody's going to make himself known. Doesn't gather much information, but from the flank, Vibey, the Seekers come out, and that distracts him. Ember gets another one, and Scar got
1 HP.
1 HP, but that's all he needs. 1 and 8 the scoreline. And are we gonna see a 1 and 10 come in, a 1 and 11? The way they're losing out on these buy rounds, it's like, what is happening?
Not if we
Optimistic.
do
They
enough,
look
so
so good in the
just
past
like-
matches. Even today on Ascent, I felt so good for this team. I felt like, okay, this is good. An underdog team is out here taking down these big
I'm
dogs.
going above.
And it's all of a sudden they became this weird mix of gears that weren't made to be together. And I thought their communication was stronger than others, which it is, but it's not showing today. I don't know what's happening. Maybe I don't know, honestly.
I think it's just late. I think
It's-
that the
yeah.
timing is just getting to them. As I said, like, you're looking at esports athletes versus a ragtag group of friends. That's kind of what the side of Optimistic are. Yeah, they're incredible gamers, but in the terms of a ranked play, in terms of a tournament, do they have the same level of experience? Do they have the same level of stamina to work with? Are they the ones who have played through multiple best of threes, multiple best of fives throughout their entire careers? No.
One down.
That's the thing. The experience factor is catching up to them, and it is the consistency of all the members of Godparticles that's just throwing them off here. There's a reason why I always say that Godparticles are this close, that they're just a hairline away from being a tier 1 organization. They have the discipline. They don't know what to work with. And at the same time, they also don't do stuff like Vibey just did. He's vibing, bro. But at the same time, come on. Keep my hopes and dreams alive, take it down to that 3-9 scoreline, and then win just 3 more rounds. We got the Brazil fans out here. We got the Germany fans as well. We gotta get the magic number fans in the background too. Just like Euro, he's prepping up, he's fixing up his hair as he gets ready for that magic number to come on down through.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you're asking a lot, though. I mean, 5 rounds in a row, especially how they are playing right now.
believe.
I mean, maybe they could. Maybe in some other match they could. But right now, at this time, at this stage, they are not feeling it. They do not want any part of it. And they're barely staying alive in these rounds. Look at how they're playing. Flex, that was a solo push. He had no utility to work with. He has 2 initiators. He has an Astra on his team. Does not feel like there is. The way they're walking in Vibey, it's like his raise is just, he doesn't feel like a really good raise, honestly. Even Arena would be better in this case, but Knight Rider, clean headshot onto Flex, doesn't get to shoot one singular blade at all. This is again their buy round. Losing this will cause them to go for another save, and that definitely guarantees an 11-1 scoreline to end things off. But yeah, Vibey with the does get the. That's a good thing about them. They're getting those trades. Melody pushing out. Oh, Scargot maybe should have gone. Ash. And it's going to be a 3-3 scoreline. We might see one more round coming in as Melody finds one more to Logi. 2-9
Doing
might
it.
be a thing.
Doing it.
Get the 2-9,
Didn't
keep
believe
the
in it.
rifles. Get the 2-9, win, get
No,
the
no, no, no.
rifles and make it a 9-3. Curse,
30
repeat.
seconds left.
No. It's
5B
not
on
gonna
the
work.
Oh, the TP comes in, but there's
Ember.
Oh, Ember's
Ember.
involved. Hellar
He's dead.
is making a lot of noise. Oh,
Oh no! Member,
Vibey,
free kill
did
for you! Come on, Member, that's a free kill! Just jump in!
He doesn't
One
go.
divided.
He doesn't go. He has to put the cosmic divide up. Buy time for his teammate and Shivi. He's gonna take care of Hellar, but Vibey, he knows that the players right now.
Oh no,
Rocket is
Vibey!
gonna be sent, but he lives. Nade, but the gravitational, well, he's buying so much time. But Vibey, can he land the headshot? He does. 2-9, there it is.
Like
Poor
you could
Vibey.
stop me.
It's just too easy for Vibey. He just knows, dude. 2-9 on the scorecards. That's how you're supposed to make it happen. And Vibey, understanding that, hey, as soon as the stun comes in, you can be
Last round
damn
in the half.
sure that Ember's gonna be peeking that corner. Should have just waited. He should have just gone in for that push way earlier. As soon as he heard the TP, he should have dived on in. That was a free kill for him, but potato, tomato. It's fine. They're not going to be able to get that, but right at the very end, they're still on a 2-9 scoreline. And I'm rooting for the side of Team Optimistic to keep my dreams alive for that
Time
magic
to
number.
mobilize my
To take
pack.
it down over to the cursed one, and then just pull it back all the way. Is it going to happen, though, is a real question, because you can already see this was a one-and-done round. And even in that sense, this round costed them a lot. They have no money whatsoever. A Spectre, a gun from Wish.com. You just can't win rounds with this.
Blinded.
Indeed you can't, and I don't know if they did get another round, but again, might be all they get. 10-2 might be the scoreline that we end on. Again, winning that round, economy isn't good. Utility isn't there, and again, they're playing really uncoordinatedly. We do see them holding onto the sides for now. Trailblazer coming in. Shivi's going to be sending his own drone to get some information, and following that up is going to be Ember trying to get the frag, but he's going to miss. As we see Kawhi falling back to U-Haul. They should know he's there. Logi's going to be stepping into the smoke and letting it fall. Oh, and he's going to get the flick. He will, and get the frag in there. 72 HP is all he's left, but that's good enough for now. Flex from Showers. Skargod gets another frag onto Vibe. It's all up to these two players to hold on to this A side to do some damage. Shogras will be sent flying. Melody slow peeks into the operator. Not what you want to do.
30 seconds left.
Flex, he goes unnoticed. Can he do the denial? He does. And he's gonna re-aggress Hunter Squeeze, but he's gonna go out.
Flex.
Logi's gonna fall. That's huge. Gravitational level is slowing down Hellar, but he needs to find another frag. The flashes
Player standing.
will not get a frag onto Ember. 1 HP onto
1
Flex.
HP and a dream. Come on.
Oh,
30 seconds
the
left.
time is low. The time is low. And oh, Ember to get that shot in. Flex. What an attempt from
does
the man,
not
but 10
miss.
to
Switching sides.
yeah.
Ooh, dude, the curse score line. We were hoping for it, but it just did not happen. Not enough opium, I see.
Spike down A.
On this 2 and 10. They're looking to try and bring this 2 and 10. I don't know, man. I want to say that they have a chance, but look at the compositional disadvantage. That's the thing.
This is gonna work on the attack is my question.
The thing is that the compositional disadvantage, man. That is this is a defense-based composition. And how many rounds did they get? They got 10
2.
rounds. No. No. And they also got the Brazilian scoreline. Why?
Oh, it's all there. The whole shebang's there. Flex opening frag onto Ember, not a bad start. The A side is looking quite empty right now. Rotation is being done by Skargod to provide some cover. Trailblazer will push into the side of A short. Logi will destroy it, but giving information away. Flex finds Skargod, who came in as the rotation, so it's all on to Logi again. They should know he's in U-Haul. Flash comes in, he's gonna run right in. He turned around just to look at it pop off. Knight Rider with a refrag onto Flex. They're gonna be pushing U-Haul. They need to take care of Logi, and they will. 2 versus 4, but Knight Rider's gonna win that. Hellar with the trade. Shivi staying back and taking down Hellar, but both of the players TP. Really smart move. I mean, that either works out or it doesn't, but in this case it worked out. Vibe is gonna go for the plan, but Kawhi aggressively pushing. He hears Shivi. So will Kawhi. They're both pushing.
kill.
Alright. Yep. Not in his lifetime. 3-10 the scoreline. Yep.
That's not gonna happen anytime soon. 3 and 10, ladies and gentlemen. That's exactly how the ball should be rolling on their court. Slowly but surely, they're getting the round. Slowly but surely, they're making it all back onto their side. But once again, Godparticles, best if they don't start over-aggressing way too much. That last round, yes, really good shots from the side of Knight Rider, but at the same time, Skargod, a little bit too over-ambitious as well in the way that he wanted to take a lot of those different engagements. Take it slow, take it steady. Use this round as a breather. Recollect yourself for that buy round because you are at the advantage. You are at a 4 and 10 scoreline. Just take it easy and you're gonna be completely fine. Oh, poor old Vibey, man. Skargod, he's not giving any inch of space. Skargod actually looking for one more kill. He spotted out the spiker. Spike's just around the corner. He's gonna be able to get the spike for himself. The spike's down, ladies and gentlemen. They need to go and pick that one up. All of the defenders, they're already in position. Skargod's looking for one more kill. He's looking for it. He's gonna be able to get it. And oh no, this is gonna be a thrifty round, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my god. How? Why? Why is the spike on spawn? Why did it start pushing onto market? It's a tragedy.
Oh god. Honestly,
You cannot justify this. You cannot justify this.
honestly, this is I mean, I gotta say optimistic. They started out so good. They made it all the way to the quarterfinals. They defeated M42. They came in here with high hopes. They took Ascent by storm. And then this happens. It's like I'm having trust issues right now.
I already have a lot of trust issues after my feelings got toyed with by her, so it's fine.
All right. Calm down.
Fine.
Calm down. Calm down. We're not here to talk about that. I'm trying to prove
Hey.
a point here. We're here we have this great underdog team who showed great potential against these top tier teams, and I thought that okay, imagine if this squad wins this. I thought this at night before sleeping. After the match, I was like, okay, imagine if this squad goes up there and gets to have that chance to have all that information. They could actually make something happen because I mean these underdog teams they have all these potential that go undiscovered all this time, and here we are. This is one of those underdogs that make it through, and that might result them into being one of the strongest teams out here. Who knows? Things might change for Southeast Asia in the next one, in the next year. But it's just like, I don't know what's happening. Why?
No, dude. Like it's like the fatigue's getting to them. I kind of understand that, but
But the agent
What is
selection.
yeah, the
did your
not there.
did your finger slip onto that Viper? I don't know. So you're not on the Viper. Why am I saying Viper? Even my brain's not working. Oh
Yeah,
my god!
even
Did
your brain is slipping now.
did your mouse misclick onto that raise? I don't know.
That's the thing. Like, I believe as though they wanted to go in for a much more of a comfort basis here. We shouldn't really question all of the members of Optimistic because this is the composition that they used previously as well on their last match. They were really good. They were honestly really strong with this comp, but it feels like they just don't have the energy. And when you consider the disciplined play of Godparticles, they're just moving into their own awaiting arms. Damage is being done, utility is being used in proper conjunction with one another, no one's going in for over-aggressive pushes without any form of backup. Godparticles, they're just in the better position, they're just in the better spot here. And with all of these factors coming into play, how do you even go against them with the composition that you have? It feels like the side of Team Optimistic, they didn't do their homework. Well, Godparticles, they did. We were talking about this before in the pre-show as well, that hey, Godparticles as a squad, they're known to do their homework. They know what to expect, and they know how to counteract it as well. That's how systematic this squad actually is. And with all of those factors coming into play, you have to question, how do they want to push? How do you want to move forward? Because currently, it feels like all the members of Godparticles, they have the entire place under lockdown.
Oh, Logi. He gets one, but traded immediately by Hellar. Ember mean Vibey was inside U-Haul. Flex gets taken down as well. Hellar. Oh, it's all falling apart. It's gonna be a 12-3 scoreline. Match point will be here. Hellar's gonna be flash. He's got the Seekers. Is he wanna use it? Doesn't even get a chance. Ember. Double peak comes in with Knight Rider and they get the frag. 12-3 is the scoreline, and is it over? I think it's over. I mean, how's their economy looking? The economy isn't even the best. Oh my god. I mean, in which world do they come back from this?
I'm trying to figure something out. I want to say something encouraging towards Optimistic, but I can't be optimistic myself. There's not an ounce of optimism left.
Broken him, guys.
Yes, there's not a bit of optimism left. There's not a bit of it left in my soul. If I can go to bad puns like this right at the very end of it all, what is happening? What is he shooting? Melody! Oh my god. Lex is gonna be able to get a kill, but what did I just witness in front of my monitor?
Which I knew.
Scout destroyed.
Scargod sends a trailblazer flying, does not
I'm
spot Lex
broken.
though, but he hears them. He hears them and he knows that he's there. And even Dinks go why. Oh no, this guys are used up. Scargod has only 5 bullets. Can he land a headshot? No, Hellar's gonna get that frag. 3 versus 3 scenario. The B side is very much empty considering that there's only one. Logi is still holding on to A. And you can't really blame him. The rotation might come any time, so he has to wait. And exactly that's why we're seeing the rotation coming in. Or are they gonna rotate? I don't know what's happening. They're going towards B long, where a massacre just happened in the beginning of the round. They have some utility to work with, but half HP on 2 players. Oh, this is gonna be difficult. They still have a Sky. Did the regrout run out? Did they not heal them?
Yeah, I think the heal just ran out there.
30
They're
seconds.
not
Oh,
gonna be able to
that's-
get that full HP to work with.
Pulling
At the
them
same
in.
time, Ember is giving up the sight lines. And oh my god, this
timing.
side execution's gonna be beautiful. They're gonna be walking straight in, but still Ember, he's winning around the corner. Good for 1 kill. He's looking for a second. Easy kill for him, and Ember
Standing.
could have gotten a third, but that did not happen. It's a 1 versus 1
Not like
situation. It's
this.
all up to Logista.
10 seconds
1
left.
versus 1, ladies and gentlemen. An
Spike
intensity that you really want to see. Logista coming out all the way from the back from Market. and going in for a hookah push. But this is good. He didn't take the teleporter, so he doesn't know exactly where Logistics is going to be coming from. Does he come from the left? Does he come from the right? Slow and steady wins the race. Vibey, he's playing it super smart. But the thing is, Logista has a smoke to work with, while Vibey, he has no utility whatsoever. And if he's not able to find anything with this utility, it's going to be pretty problematic from him. Vibey, he just has a better corner.
The timing.
The timing! Vibey, he was looking up top, and Logista is going to be the one to jump down to the very bottom. Right at the very end, it is going to be Logista getting the clutch, getting the kills, and also sending his team back on towards the side of the finals. They're the ones who are going to be going up against Weird X tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen. And hey, 3 best of 3s, and I think that honestly, Godparticles, they can be proud of it to end off the entire day with a win.
Yeah, honestly, that is an achievement and a half. If I was in their place, I would be tired. I'd be dead beat. I'd be lying on my floor right now because
he's gonna get a camera. He's gonna get a camera that he can show everyone him lying on the floor because he wants to do that for some weird reason.
No, I don't. No, don't say that. Don't say that to the people. You didn't hear anything. But the thing is, we have our 2 finalists. Oh no, you don't. Don't talk right now. I'm saying something, and what I'm saying is the 2 people are on the grand final. The 2 teams are on the grand final. It is gonna be Godparticles taking on Weird Esports, and oh my god, optimistic. I gotta say, the way to drop the ball, man. It's unfortunate. I was so happy. I mean, it's no pun intended, but it's optimistic for them. Honestly, they might go to the finals. They might take the whole thing home, but it's just like even after the promise they showed on Ascent, I was like, okay, this could be a short map. Who knows? But what they did on the second one is just, I don't know. It's just it sucks to see like that. It sucks to see this huge potential come out of them, see them at their best. And I mean, I'm assuming, as you said, it could be an issue of being late, of them being tired. An issue like that, where they now, I mean, tomorrow after they wake up, they could be like, oh, if I was only feeling as good as now, this whole outcome could have been so very much different. But yeah, I mean, regardless though, it's like they did so many mistakes though. It's like, I mean, how tired are you, honestly? The level of, whiffs they did. I mean, we get to relive all of that again on the match highlights. We're going back into it to see every detail possible. But again, it's like even at the point of the agent composition, like you can't even blame your momentum or energy at that point.
One enemy remaining.
It's just, that's the thing. Like, in general, I would say that Team Optimistic, they did pretty well. It's been a long and grueling journey for them. They got on towards being able to take it out and head on down over into the 3rd map, even against Godparticles. This is a team that a lot of the other, even tier 1 squads, struggle to get a 3rd map. Like, let alone, like, they struggle to even push them back most of the time. The maps are grueling, the maps are long, and Godparticles, they're just a really consistent roster. So, in general, the fact that Optimistic got 1 map and they push the side of Godparticles to such extremes to try and pull over a win here, they should be patting themselves on the back. It's a long, grueling journey for them, and in a way, Team Optimistic, they can be happy about it. You gotta remember something, this is not a full-time, full-blown organization. It's just a ragtag group of friends who just wanted to play a tournament, and hey, they got 3rd place for it. Gotta remember, sorry, they're gonna be playing in the 3rd place decider for that 3rd place position, so either they're gonna be going for the 4th or the 3rd place position. So in that sense, would you personally say that they played bad? No. Team Optimistic, they played it super well. They played it really good, but Godparticles, they're just the better esports athletes. They have the more training, they have the more experience. They just played better together as a squad. And honestly speaking, if Optimistic, they spend a lot more time playing together as a unit and they work on their discipline, I personally believe that this squad will be unbeatable. They could just be the next Godparticles or the next Weird X. Plus, you gotta remember something. Tomorrow, it's gonna be Weird X versus Godparticles. 2 of the best tier 2 teams in our entire region duking it off against one another. And the tier 2s are gonna be the one who are fighting for an opportunity to get a coaching session from Team Liquid. The teams that took down the tier 1 juggernauts, they're gonna be the ones to move forward. Do you understand this, Kirito? Yet tomorrow's match is gonna be the most hyped up game in the history of Valorant, possibly. In our region, at least.
Yeah, indeed, because this means a lot to the region, having that team to get that opportunity to be.
It's not a tier 1 team, that's the thing.
Yeah, they could even become a more than a tier 1 through this. The level of input, proper experienced player. I mean, the level of experience the players on Team Liquid have, the information they can provide to them. it's going to be absolutely monumental, and this could change the whole team for them. This could change their position in the whole scene and make them an overall, better team, not just in the local one, but all around the globe. So we might see a big change coming in. Who knows? But we're gonna have to wait for that to see which team is gonna be taking the cake, which team is gonna be going out there to meet the boys from Liquid. But it is definitely gonna be either Godparticles or it's gonna be Weird X. And to find out, we're gonna have to tune in tomorrow for the grand finals. And oh my god,
Best
I
of
just can't
5, ladies
wait.
and gentlemen.
Yep. It's a best of 5 as well. 5 maps. Oh my god. I'm tired of the best of 3. I don't know. I'm not sure if I can handle a best of 5 honestly.
Don't worry about it. We're gonna be
Uh,
here together. We're gonna be making our
yeah.
usual bad jokes. We're gonna be making all the
Yeah.
memes, the magic numbers, the 7-1 Brazilian, German fans. Everyone's gonna be coming after us tomorrow, and hopefully, maybe you could even find your Asuna. You never really know. But
Oh,
for now,
okay.
ladies and gentlemen, I'm not gonna be giving false hope to Kirito and Rogers today. But for you
said
guys back at
maybe.
home, I'm gonna be giving you guys hope because tomorrow's match, it's gonna be an incredible one, and you don't want to miss a single ounce of it. Make sure to hit that like, hit that subscribe, and also hit that notification bell to get notified when we do go live immediately, because the Dell Futurist Gaming Valorant Cup is shaping up to be something incredible, and tomorrow's match is not going to disappoint. Both of the best tier 2 teams in our entire region are duking it off against one another to get a chance to get a coaching session from Team Liquid. Thank you once again to Alienware for sponsoring this event and then working with Team Liquid to give us this incredible opportunity. But for now, it's gonna be your boy Aggressive Join Mikito signing on off. It's been a really long day. We've been slurring on our words, but we are still here to give you this high octane action. And tomorrow the action is just gonna get even better. But for now, we're signing on off. Thank you all for stopping by. And we're gonna be seeing you tomorrow with the Dell Futurist Gaming Valorant Cup, powered by Alienware in association with Team Liquid. Good night and happy gaming.
On boundaries with the new Alienware M15R6, available on alienware.co.in. Experience smooth, high-speed gaming action with powerful performance and uninterrupted play. Enjoy software and warranty upgrades, exclusive offers and benefits with no-cost shipping. Ready to game like never before? Get it all on alienware.co.in.